thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. We back up in here, man. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, before we set it off, man, shout out to my sister Jackie Hernandez. Let's get Jackie Hernandez. You know, shout out to Jackie Hernandez for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat.
We setting it off.
Playtime's over, boy.
You know, we setting it off. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. I appreciate that, sis. As a matter of fact, we will have the phone lines open later on today. We will have the phone lines open later on. The phone lines will be open. They're not open right now, but we will be open. You get what I'm saying? Let's get our sister, man, hugging.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Now, you know, we love the tenderonis. hey, they say, hey, I had an old player. He said, Coach, boy, you know, sources say you got a sweet tooth. They say, boy, you got an old sweet tooth for the honey dips now. You know, back in my day, we said tenderonis and honey dips. You know, a lot of this language that a lot of you guys use, you know what I mean? It's a little different now. But back in my day, we said tenderonis and honey dips. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know, there's a group called Portrait. You know what I mean? Y'all need to check out Portrait. Portrait made a song called Honey Dip. You know what I mean? Because we used to call them honey dips. Call the lovely young ladies honey dips back in the day. So if you're my age, you know that was the saying we say back in the day, honey dips, tenderonis and honey dips. You get what I'm saying? So you know, if you're a tenderoni or honey dip, just take it as a compliment. If somebody call you that, just take it as a compliment. Let's give everybody in the chat a round of applause. Now, you know, I want to get into the show, man. Shout out to Swat Jones in the building, man. School of X, man. Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest. Jay Isaac, you know, Green Eyes P. What's going on, sis? Jamie Rivera. Shout out to Marquis. What's going on, fam? Yeah, what's going on, man? Hey, what is that? Marquis say? He said, yeah, because all of them ain't queens, unfortunately. Hey, bro, look here, man. Hey, look here. Now, I do believe that everything need to be placed in this proper category. Like you can't. You know, like you know what I mean. You can't be trying to say hoes now. When I say hoes, I ain't talking about the honey dips in the honey dips in the tenderoni. I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all are not that. You know what I mean? The virtuous women. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the ones who out there who for the streets. So you can't take the ones for the streets and say they queens. This was going on online. Yeah, I mean, all of them queens. See, our beautiful black queens, and also the dudes who call themselves the kings. Yeah, our kings. We got to get behind our kings. Now, listen. In order to have a king, in order to be a king, you got to have a kingdom. You know what I mean? You can't be what they said back in the day. When TLC came out with scrubs, you know, you got some dude that just scrubs. You get what I'm saying? You can't be a scrub and then want somebody to call you a king. Now, hold on, swole up. You got that 1981 Granada. You got that 1981 Granada that you got, you know what I mean? The windows don't roll all the way. The windows don't want to roll down. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, that's all I'm saying, bro. Now we can't do it like that, there. Anyway, let's get into the show. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. So I wanna ask some questions. I want to ask some questions here. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I want you to follow where I'm going at with this here. Will Shakur Stevenson get that title shot from Haney and Loma winner? Let's say Haney was to win. Will he get the title shot? And I know what you guys are going to say. I already know what you're going to say. And if Loma was to win, will he get that title shot? We do know that, you know what, it appears that Bob Arum thinks very highly of Shakur. Those guys, let me tell you something. Bob got some killers over there, boy. Bob got some young killers over there. Who all he have over there? He got Abdullah Mason. He got Jaheed Tucker. Bob Arum got some young killers over there now. He got Mason. I'm talking about the 135. You see Tucker. Shoot, who else he got over there? He got Shakur. Oh, boy, goddamn. Shakur, Keyshawn, got Key. He has Shoo too, right? Don't he have Shoo? I think he has Shoo. Who else Bob got over there, man? Bob look like he don't reloaded the clip. Bob look like he came out just when they thought he was dead. He came out. Okay, we reloaded. Bob reloaded for real. You know what I mean? The white man too. The white man. Anyways, yo, shout out to them young guns over there, man. Shakur Stevenson is set to fight this Saturday, guys, in his hometown against a guy by the name of Shuichiro Shuichiro. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's last name. Yoshino. I guess it's Yoshino. Okay, Yoshino. Yeah. That's his name. Shuichiro Yoshino. You know, I'm gonna just call him Ya. I'm gonna just call him Ya. Oh, okay. Hold on. Good look at that. Steve. He say, we got Tiger Johnson. Goddamn, Bob ain't playing. Who they got over there? They got Jared Anderson. They got that young gun. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. See, we can name the names over here. You know, we can name the names over here. You get what I'm saying? We can name the names over here. You know what I mean? Oh, they got Raymond Muratala. Okay, Raymond Muratala. Okay, all right. See, we can name the names. It ain't gonna be none of that. You know, and who's the next big star at Mayweather Promotions? You know, yeah, we woo. Not out the Booger Ray. Hey, Booger Ray couldn't name him. He couldn't name him. I see. Now we would have asked Bob that question. Bob would have been able to answer the question. I say, Bob, who's the next big star at Top Rank? Well, you know, we don't believe in just having one star. I'm a firm believer in having multiple stars just in case when one decides to leave one day, our company don't go belly up. We have a different business model over here at Top Rank. We're not like some guys that only have one or two fighters and they got to beg and hope that they don't leave. We're not like that. I would kick a fighter to the curb in a minute. I kick Floyd Mayweather to the curb, let him buy himself out of his contract. Oscar, Pacquiao, and no matter how big the stars were, when they left my company, we did not miss a beat. And all of them are rich and Hall of Famers. We did not steal from them neither. You get what I'm saying? So I could just hear that conversation with Bob. You know, Bob been around a long time. Anyway, some fans feel that Shakur Stevenson is fighting a bum. When I say bum, I mean, don't nobody know who this guy is, who he's fighting, right? And you know how a lot of these guys is over here, and we don't know who the fighter is, you fighting a bum, right? Some people even said that Jermaine Franklin was a bum. I totally disagree with that, but I get it. When it's, you know, depending on who the fighter is, if it's a fighter that you don't like, he's fighting a bum. If it's a fighter that you do like, he fights somebody, he fighting a tough competitor. This dude tough. So I get it. It's subjective to the individual, right? Now, other fans feel that Shakur is fighting what's available. You get what I'm saying? What's available to him? You know, that being said, Cruz, I don't know if you guys remember last year, Cruz was mandated by the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman. You know, some say he on the payroll of PBC, but you know, the sources say. But you know, they mandated him to fight Shakur. He turned it down. His dad went to talking about Shakur can't sell no tickets, and Isak and Pitbull is a star. And I'm like, bro, like, what is it with some of these dudes? I'm not saying throwing anybody. I don't, you know, like Floyd Mayweather say, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. But what is it about some of these dudes from the PBC? You know what I mean? Like, or put it this way. The dudes who fought Tank Davis, what is it about certain fighters who lose fights to Tank Davis? You fought Tank and lost. Your claim to fame is losing to Tank Davis. And right after they lose, they go to talking about they're a star. That's how I know they had that Leonard Ellaby conversation. Shout out to my sister, man. Shout out to my sister, Food Revolution, man. What's going on, sis? How you doing, sis? It's amazing, right? That's how you know they had that Leonard Ellaby talk. You know, it's I'm a star and all that stuff there, and you don't bring nothing to the table, dude. Literally, you bring nothing to the table. Like literally, me and you bring the exact same thing to the table. Literally, like, dog, you talking like you riding around in Rolls Royces and. You know, you got Lambos with suicide doors and you living in mansions and, you know, taking champagne showers and, You know what I mean? You know, eating caviar sandwiches. Dude, literally, like, the most money you made, you just got paid $350,000 to get knocked out by Tank or to lose to Tank. Like, literally, that's it. That's all they gave you. And they bought you a Fugatti. You do know that that's a Mitsubishi? You do know that, right? No, Leonard Terminal Fugatti. No, you do know that's a Mitsubishi, right? I just want an orange Mitsubishi you got some 12-inch rims on there. You got a Mitsubishi with some 12s. They told you it was a Fugatti, and then you got two EV12s in the back with a Sherwood amp, and you around here thinking that you a star. Boy, hush. Now, anyways, you know, Pitbull turned the smoke down. Zepeda, you know, from what we heard, he turned down the offer for whatever the reason may be. And Pitbull was even mandated, as I said before, by the WBC. You get what I'm saying, guys? So Shakur has his sights set on the winner of Lomachenko and Haney. I saw the interview that he did. I want to say was that Fight Hub? Either Fight Hub or I think it was Fight Hub. I saw it. No, it was Fight Hype. It was Fight. I saw the interview, and that's what he wants. That's what he wants. Okay. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Let's get into the show. Now, you already know what time it TI is. I don't want to start this show without thanking our Lord and Savior, Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And you already know what time it is, man. The Mexican monster. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I say all that to say this. You know, we don't want to get on our Lord and Savior's bad side. You know, a lot of these niggas be worshiping out here. I don't know why. I ain't never met them before, never seen them, don't know what they look like, don't know what they sound like, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. Now, you know, we don't want to do that. And guess what? For the ops, you know, I want to thank everybody, man. We over 20,000. We are over 20,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everybody, man, who really played a part in that. All the new subscribers. And you know what? New subscribers, since we do have new subscribers, it might be fair that I go through the commandments today. I'm going to let you know we are the only boxing community that have commandments. And I'm going to let you know what these commandments mean. And we have a boxing criteria, and we go by these commandments. And, you know, at least I do. And that's what we try to strive to be over here. Okay?
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
We might have to run some off the block, but we got to do that. Sometimes you got to purge and just let everybody know what time it TI is. Now, Shakur Stevenson, and I actually have the interview right here. I just had an interview right here. Shakur Stevenson, let me see. He says that, what I interview at? He did an interview. He said that he wants to fight the winner of Devin Haney and Lomachenko. This fight that Shakur is having Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a WBC title eliminator. If Pitbull Cruz, I would have loved to see Pitbull Cruz versus Shakur, because Pitbull Cruz is an aggressive fighter, very short in stature, but he has a neck. He has a neck like a Mike Tyson neck, and he has a chin like kryptonite. And I would love to see that style, his aggression. Now, he don't work behind the jab. Pitbull, when he get in there, he throwing haymakers. Shout out to my dog, Rick. Rick, what's going on, fam? When Pitbull get in there, he throwing haymakers. That's all Pitbull doing. Pitbull throwing haymakers. He hack him like, I don't know. I don't think he know what a jab is, but he throw wide, hard punches. He throw the bolo punch. He throw bolos and overhand rights. He throw bolos, wide hooks, and overhand rights. That's what he throw. You get what I'm saying? That's what he throw. Like literally, I saw a few of his fights. I saw a couple of fights prior to him fighting Tank Davis, because I didn't know who he was, but when Tank picked him, I looked at a few fights. I remember we did a whole show, and I showed the guy on the video, and I said, man, Tank gonna kill this dude. Y'all remember that? I picked Tank to knock this dude out in 3 rounds. I said, this man footwork terrible. His footwork terrible. This man ain't got no footwork. You know what I mean? I said, man, Tank gonna kill this dude, man. Tank gonna kill it. This dude ain't got no footwork. Hey, shout out to Swift 718. He said Xander Zayas, Jermaine Ortiz, a new way. Yeah, Xander Zayas. I forgot all about that. Yeah, they got Xander Zayas. You're right about that. You're right. Xander Zayas, Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah, you right about that. They got Jermaine. We ain't talking about Jermaine Jackson either. We talking about Jermaine Ortiz. You know, not don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. I don't want nobody to think I'm talking about Jermaine Jackson. We talking about Jermaine. We talking about Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah, we saw that fight right there. He was taking the crown on Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko he kind of like took over like the second half of the fight. Hey, shout out to Marta King Boxing. He said, shout out to the boxing gods and the goddesses. Okay, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Marta King Salute fan for the $2 super chat. Now, check it out. Now, goddamn, boy, Top Ray got, goddamn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 young guns. Man, Top Rank ain't bush, but Top Rank ain't bullshitting, huh, man? Ain't a man. They ain't playing. All right, now, check it out, though. This is the WBC title eliminated for Shakur Stevenson. Whoever wins this fight will become the mandatory to the WBC title. There's a foregone conclusion that Shakur Stevenson is going to win this fight. Now, some people, and I heard this online from some of the weirdos out there. I seen people in the chats and stuff. They talking about, I guess some people. I'm Team Shakur, baby. Team Shakur. We coming to get those belts. Tell Dan what's up. I tell Bill, shut up, Bill. When y'all gonna come get this Shakur smoke? Shakur say he want the smoke now. You better not try to move up and wait neither. You better not duck Shakur. You better, like, okay, I know this one guy, I ain't gonna say his name. One guy, when I first came on the scene about 2 years ago, when I came on the scene, this dude was first, he was the Alphabet Boys. He was the LDBC Alpha. He was the Alphabet Boys, and then he went from there. He jumped from D to D, right? He jumped from one D to the next D to the next D to the next D. That's what he do. He's just a D hopper. So anyway, this D hopping YouTube channel, I ain't saying that. He was the Alphabet Boys when I first came on the scene. Then he jumped from that. Then he said he was Team Haney. Team Haney, baby. You know what I mean? Team Haney. And then he jumped from Team Haney. Then he said, I'm Mr. DAZN. So he went from Alphabet Boys to Haney. Then he said, I'm Mr. DAZN. And then he jumped from that. And then after he jumped from that, then he said, then he said he would take over. I'm Team Takeover, baby. Team Takeover. I'm like, this dude ain't loyal to nobody. I'm like, he's just an industry hoe out here on these YouTube streets. He ain't loyal to nobody. Then I'm Mr. DAZN. You get what I'm saying? And then I think he went back. To Haney. And then he left Haney. And then let's see who else he was. He don't jump no so many. He been a hoe out here on these streets, just sleeping with everybody. And then let's see, Mr. DAZN. And then now he Team Shakur. Now he Team Shakur. And I'm like, damn, wait a minute. When you was Devin and now you Shakur and now he Team Shakur. I like you can't make this up. True. Bad out here on these streets, man. Some of these dudes be hoes for the industry, man. You can't be hoes for the YouTube industry, man. The YouTube industry, you gotta be, listen, man, you can't be jumping from one D to one D to one D. Like, you gotta make up your mind which one you gonna be with. That, but I digress. I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't said no names. Hey, you know what I mean? There's no loyalty. You know what I mean? Like, 1 minute they in love with you, and 1 minute they in love with you, and the next minute they don't love you no more.
I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
Yeah, that's how it is. 1 minute they love you. You know what I mean? And then, shout out to Badar Rick. Hey, shout out to Marquis. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they don't love you no more. That there's no loyalty. You know what? Didn't Chris Brown come up with a song called "These Hoes Ain't Loyal"? These hoes out here on these YouTube streets ain't loyal, boy. They be down with one fighter, then the next fighter, then the next fighter, then one promotional company, then the next promotional company, then the one promoter, then the next promoter. Then they go back to the first promoter that they cheated on. Then they get back with the other fighter that they was in love with that they switched out on, but they went back to him. And then now they got to make their mind up, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Then one minute they killers. They ain't killed nobody. Next minute they sending threats. Next minute they got invisible shooters. I'm like, they be doing too much. They be doing too much. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Now, Shakur Stevenson is a very, very talented individual. His ceiling is high from a boxing standpoint. He's accomplished a lot already. You get what I'm saying? He is the truth. He is the goods. Devin Haney is the truth and the goods as well. He is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world at the moment. Me personally, I don't foresee him. This is for all of those who say Devin Haney is ducking Shakur Stevenson, or he would duck him and all that stuff there. The boy catching hell making weight at 135. I think everybody know that. Look like Skeletor in the face. But I'm like, hey, man, if you continue to want to fight at that weight, then so be it. I don't feel sorry for you. You made a choice to continue to stay at that weight, so that's on you. You get what I'm saying? Cry me a river. Cry me a river, my nigga. Cry me a river. You get what I'm saying? But if he was to move up after the Lomachenko fight, regardless of what happened, whether he wins or loses, I don't foresee him ducking nobody. If you can't make 135 no more, you can't make 135. It's just as simple as that. Because I'm the type of guy like this here. I don't want no excuses from a fighter. And he said, yeah, man, I have a weight drain, man. I stayed at the weight too long. We heard Teofimo say that. His dad. And we stayed at the weight too long. Look here, man, we don't want to hear all them excuses, man. You ain't want to hear all them excuses. You didn't have to stay there. Just leave. You could have just moved up. Nobody would have got mad at once we became undisputed, I should have just told my son to move up.
We did it first. And we motivate even the greats. This is different.
Oh, shout out to Butcher Can Man Cassidy. Salute, fam. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shad, what do you say, Shad? You say Dev and Shakur need to match up at 140, in my opinion. But I know Dev want Tank bad. You know what, though? I tell you what. Hold on. Hey, you know what, though? I tell you what. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, 140, yeah. I mean, 140, they'll probably meet up there at 140. I don't want to hear no excuses from a guy, you know what I mean, from any fighter. Dude, if you know you're struggling to make weight, there's a lead weight. You get what I'm saying? This is the thing, though. If Devin Haney were to beat Lomachenko, and that's a big if, more than likely he'll probably move up. I don't know who the hell he gonna fight at 140. That's a whole nother ball game right there. I don't know who the hell he gonna fight at 140, but we just gonna leave that alone. I don't know who he gonna fight at 140. But I say all that to say this. If he moved from 135 to 140, the belts are going to be scattered. So right now, 135 has one champion. There's no one is arguing about that. Shout out to Ruben for dropping that $2 cash out. He said Haney is the new Corey Spinks. Okay. 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 So, the belts are going to be scattered. If I'm Bob Arum, and this is Devin Haney's last fight on Top Rank, and Bob already know what happened with the Crawford situation, where Crawford ended up leaving, and I think Bob was shocked at the time, but he probably like, okay, good riddance. You know what I mean? Crawford is gone. I ain't got to worry about paying him all this money I was paying him. That's gone, right? Cool. No foul on that at all. Crawford got paid his money. Bob is, yada. But Bob has to understand, he understands that this guy might leave. And there's a good chance that they may not re-sign. So If I'm Bob, I'm just saying if I'm Bob Arum, I'm not saying this is what Bob want, but if I'm Bob Arum, I'm hoping like hell Vasily Lomachenko win this fight. Because if I get Vasily Lomachenko to win the fight, then I can have a passing of the torch with the belts to Shakur Stevenson, assuming Shakur beat Lomachenko. You get what I'm saying? Now, the only thing I don't know is does Devin Haney have a rematch clause? Does Devin Haney have a rematch clause? Because you know how the guy who's the champion, right? The guy who's the champ, they normally will have a rematch clause in their just in case they lose, want to have a rematch most of the times. So will Devin have a rematch clause in that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to reach out and ask somebody, is there a rematch clause just in case Devin Haney loses? If Devin Haney wins, of course it ain't gonna be no rematch clause. Because he's the A side in this situation. You get what I'm saying? He's the A side in this situation. So I don't know. But assuming regardless of whether he have a rematch clause or not, if he moves up, the belt's gonna be scattered. So if I'm Bob, I want Lomachenko to win those belts, and then you make the matchup. Where am I going at with this? Because Shakur Stevenson said he want to fight the winner of. I think it was on Fight Hype, if I'm not mistaken. So he want to fight the winner of Devin Haney and Shakur and Lomachenko. But he did say in the interview that, hey man, I'm thinking Dev will more than likely probably move up. Dev will probably more than likely move up. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Marquis. What did he say for him? He said can't because Bill said it was the last fight on the deal. Okay, it was the last fight on the deal. Okay. So if it's the last fight on the deal, Marquis, then guess what? He have to win. If it's the last fight on the deal, if I'm Bob Arum, I'm hoping like hell Lomachenko win this fight. Because I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. If Lomachenko win the fight, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of don't want Loma to win. I'm gonna tell you why I don't want him to win. Not because I have anything against Lomachenko, but I don't want to hear that from Bob Arum, his fan, and the Lomachenko fans. Oh, we told you Lomachenko is the greatest. Oh boy, I got to hear this, man. Oh man, I got to hear this. I told you Lomachenko is the greatest fighter in the history of boxing. You see that he put on the boxing clinic against Devin Haney. There's levels to this. You know what I mean? And I got to hear all this. I'm gonna have to hear all this flim flam, and I don't want to hear all this flim flam from. You know what I mean? I just don't. You know what I mean? Because we already know from what Devin Haney fans say. What Bill Haney say? You've been ducking. And Dev been trying to fight Lomachenko 3 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
I'm tired, you know what I mean? We were trying to fight him 3 years ago, but he was ducking. Now, Dev done got bigger and better. You know what I mean? He bigger now, he better, he's strong now. He said, this is the wrong time to fight Dev. You supposed to fight Dev 3 years ago when you had a better chance of winning. This one,
I'm ranked #1. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
That's all I'm saying. So, listen. So, when Dollar Bill say, yeah, man, we fighting for our freedom, he not lying, bro. He not lying. And what it say, Hitman? Hitman said, how many years has Tank been ducking Loma? Oh, hey, Hitman say, hey, y'all heard, hey, shots fired. Hey, what the Hitman at? Y'all see the Hitman? But you got the right name too, Hitman. Hitman say, how long have Tank been ducking? How long have Tank been ducking Loma? That's what the Hitman say. The Hitman say that. You know what I mean? Coach A said, but the Hitman said, Hitman, you got to put some respect on Tank.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Hey, Hey, Hitman. Hey, what you say, Hitman? Hitman, what you say?
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hitman, what you saying, Hitman?
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hitman, what you say? Somebody been taking the easy matches. Say this man been ducking Lomachenko since 1972. Loma can't even get this fool in the ring. He been ducking him for years. Man, he come in the chat swinging. He ain't even. He come in the chat swinging. The man, he said the man been decking. He said that's all. He said that's all the man been doing. You know, we want to see him fight the top guys. That's what Gilly the Kid said though.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I don't.
That's the best answer.
That was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like.
How many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. I ain't know. Gilly said it. He said, and he asked him, he say, for me, he say, me, the fans, be feeling like you're not getting the fights that you're supposed to get. But we know Tank can fight anybody. You know, we want to see you fight. We want to see you fight, what he said, Devin Haney. We want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Teofimo Lopez or any of those guys that's considered the 4 kings. You know what I mean? When we gonna see you fight them? When we gonna see you fight these niggas, man? He say, even did it with the twist in his head. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He said, hey, that's the guy said, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. He say, that's like, that's like. He say, when have you went in there and told them, man, I want to fight these niggas, man? He say, to be honest, I ain't never asked. Gilly was so disappointed. Hey, bro, he was so disappointed, bro. He was so disappointed. Bro, he was so disappointed, dog. He was so disappointed. But that's okay. Right now, Tank finna get the smoke. Tank finna get the smoke with Ryan Garcia. He finna get the smoke with Ryan Garcia. Tank, and from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, I don't know how true this is now, but from what I'm hearing from the grapevine, once Tank disposed of Ryan Garcia, once he disposed of Ryan, they say crying Ryan. They say once he disposed of crying Ryan, they say Tank going after the other top guys. You know, he going after Devin Haney. He going after Vasily Lomachenko. He's going after Shakur Stevenson. You get what I'm saying? They say once Tank is victorious against Ryan Garcia, Tank immediately he told Booger Ray Leonard, he said, Booger Ray, you know what I mean? You know, Booger Ray, go tell Money May that I said that I'm going after Lomachenko. I'm going after Devin Haney. I'm going after, you know what I mean, Shakur Stevenson. That's what they say. You know what I mean? That's what they say. You know, sources say. I already played the Wallow clip. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what did say, Larry Lopez? He said that's false. T.O. Cambosos are not undisputed. I want to go through this no more. You know, we did it first. And we motivate even the greats. Hey, shout out to Rick. Rick said, "Yo, man," he said, "my dude Tate got to take the L on this one." He said, "Not a good, not a good look at all, buddy." He said, "Dang, Tate." He said, "That ain't it." He said, "Not the big money fight. A man kind of talk." Hey, I'm just saying, Rick disappointed. Rick like, I see Rick like me. Rick old school. Rick like, look, man, look. Anybody that's anywhere around your weight division, you supposed to want that smoke. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, but I shout out to Hitman. He said he's gonna have a Pitbull rematch. You know, they're saving him for Tank, and that's why he ain't fought Shakur. I mean, he still could have fought Shakur. You get what I'm saying? He still could have fought Shakur. But Pitbull ducked Shakur. Now, I don't think nobody can argue that. Pitbull ducked Shakur. The man was mandated to fight him, WBC mandate, and he just turned it down. He wasn't talking about, it was his dad. His dad wasn't talking about, bro. His dad was talking about Shakur really ain't no draw. Pitbull can pack an arena more than Devin Haney. I mean, more than Shakur. You know, he don't bring nothing to the table. We only want to fight for belts. I'm like, bro, what? Bro, like, okay, check this out. I hear that, right? I hear what Pitbull Senior, you know, Isak Cruz Senior. I hear what he's saying, but bro, like, you literally ain't fighting for no belts right now. Like, dude, like, you fought a 45-year-old Gamboa. You got beat by Tank Davis. That's the fight that put you on the map. And then you fought another dude. You know, he just fought a real bomb his last fight.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
But y'all see that? Y'all remember that fight Pitbull had his last fight? This dude fought a bum's bomb.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? And he talking, yeah, you know, we don't want to fight for belts. Okay, but the last 2-3 dudes you fought ain't had no damn doggone belts. The dudes you fought out the Tank ain't had no belts. You get what I'm saying? Man, Pitbull a straight duck, man. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. I don't want to hear nothing about the Mexican Mike Tyson. Boy, hush. He said, after listening to that, coach, I said, I did the Ellaby. Woo! Hey, doggone Booker Ray. Hey, look here, check this out. Y'all check this out. Y'all look at this. Y'all want y'all to look at this list right here. Look at this list right here. Check this out. Top rank. Bob Arum. The white man. That's for the revolutionaries out there. I like to throw that out there for the revolutionaries. Look at all of these brothers he signed. All these black fighters that he signed. Abdullah Mason, Jahi Tucker, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Shushu, doggone Tiger Johnson, Jared Anderson. You know what I mean? They got they got Raymond Murathala. They got Vargas, Emiliano Vargas, Troy Isley. They got Xander Zayas, Jermaine Ortiz. We saw him fight. And they got a New Way to Moss over there. Even though a New Way is promoted by a Japanese promoter in Japan, but I think Top Rank is the American promoter over here for New Way. I'm just saying, bro, look, but they got some killers on here too, boy. All these dudes killers too. Killers in the making. They got killers and killers in the making, bro. Nothing but talent over here. I don't know what I just counted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. You know, bro, I'm like, I just counted 13 off just like that. And then we asked my dog Booger Ray, hey Booger Ray, who is the next big star over there? Yeah, I got Mason. I call Mason. Abdullah Mason. You know, who's the next big star over there at Mayweather Promotions? This is what I got to hear.
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, you know, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, you know, again, because when you have, you know, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting. You know, woo. But I'm like, bro, come on, man. Bro, Bro, like, listen, I'm reading a promotional company that got 13 young guns on the list. 13 young guns. They got Tommy guns, AK-47s, Glock 40s. They got it all. They got it all over there, Top Rank. They got these young guns. All these slick black fighters and Puerto Rican fighters and Cuban fighters. What's the other Cuban fighter they got that just came from Cuba? You know, they just came from Cuba. He fought Dogbo. What's his name? He fought Dogbo this past weekend. Who that is? What that dude name is? I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He just defected from Cuba. He left his family there, and now he just beat Dogbo. I think he went top rank too. He went top rank too. Yo, Robisi. They got Robisi. Robisi Ramirez. Yeah, Robisi. They got Robisi Ramirez too. Is that him? He went top rank, right? Isn't he went top rank? He went top rank, right? Is he with top rank? I'm just asking. And I don't know what a lot of these guys are signed to. Okay, he went top rank. Okay, cool. So look, that's 14 killers they got right there. 14 killers. I asked Booger Ray, you know, we got Tank, we got the cash cow boxing. I said, yeah, you got one Tank. But wouldn't you rather have a roster full of tanks? You get what I'm saying? Like if you're going to war, would you rather have one good bullet in your gun, or would you rather have a full clip? Would you rather have a full clip and an extra clip on the side? Would you rather have a gun loaded? If you going to war, would you rather go to war with one silver bullet or a clip full of silver bullets? Because eventually, you know, depending on how the matchmaking may go, you know, eventually, if all you got is Tank, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like what company only have, that's like a company having only one employee. That's like going to a McDonald's and McDonald's say, you know what, dog, we only gonna have this one employee. That's like having a 24-hour McDonald's working with one employee. You do know this is a 24-hour McDonald's. Yeah. But you ain't got but one employee. Yeah. And you're trying to compete with the other fast food restaurants. Yeah, we're going to make more money than all of them. But how? Chick-fil-A has 15 people working for them right now around the clock. They cranking the orders out left and right. Chick-fil-A probably make a whole lot of money, and they close on Sundays. But you only got one employee. How you going to work the drive-through, work the cash register, cook and serve the orders at the same time? How you going to do that? That's all I'm saying. True. Yeah, but I got the big gun, though. I got the big gun. I got Tank Davis, and Tank is the biggest star in the history of boxing and this and that. Yeah, I get all of that. Tank doing this thing. I can't take nothing from him. But you ain't got but one Tank. You literally could not name two fighters on your roster. When Brian Custer asks you, and who's the next big star from Mayweather Promotions? Woo! We have some young guns, and I don't want to leave any names out. You don't want to leave any names out because you ain't got nobody. True. You literally ain't got nobody. That's why you can't leave the names out. You had somebody. You had Richardson Hitchens. He left. I don't know why y'all let him go. I don't know why y'all let Richardson Hitchens go. You get what I'm saying? That boy talented. Y'all supposed to have Richardson, and he got an attitude. He talented and he got an attitude. He's talented and he have an attitude, dog. You get what I'm saying? Like how you let him go? How you let him go?
Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived.
That's all I'm saying. You supposed to have that young man fighting on every Tank Davis undercard because you supposed to been grooming another Tank. Yeah, we gonna make sure you get some of these fans over here. You get what I'm saying? That's what we gonna make sure.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Mellow. Schoolo, you feel me? You feel me, dog? Like they were supposed to. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Schoolo, they were supposed to had some more in the cut. Like, there's no way that your competitor, you know, with Bob Arum top rank, like they got all the black young fighters. They literally got all the black young fighters. You got Tank, and then y'all got Frank Martin. Frank Martin is very talented, you know what I mean? But but you know what I'm saying? But he ain't really being built, to be honest with you. Don't nobody even know who Frank Martin is. They not even really being built. There's no hype or buzz really around him like that. Just being honest. He talented though. He talented. Phone lines over 530-494-9636, and UK call numbers down as well. But you get what I'm saying? But all I'm saying, fam, is this: like, how do you? It don't make no sense, dog. It don't make no sense. Like, how can you call yourself a promotional company if you don't even have fighters? Shout out to West Side. You say Frank look like Dory from Finding Nemo. Hey, what it says, Schoolo? He said, yeah, they got 2 stars right there. No, hold on. Hey, Schoolo, check this out. Frank Martin is with Errol Spence. Frank Martin is where he's a PBC fighter. Because Errol Spence ain't really got no promotional company. I mean, you know, he ain't got no staff or nothing. So he's a PBC fighter. Swab, what did it say, fam? He said, I want to see Frank and Keyshawn. Yeah, I want to see that too. But Frank Martin said, I saw something on Twitter where he said Keyshawn need to stay in his lane. He need to stay in his lane or something like that. Stop calling his name out, stay in his lane. There's levels to this. No. My lane is your lane. Hey, I'm like Shannon Briggs. No, my lane is your lane. You know what? Whatever he eating, that's what I'm eating. Remember how Shannon Briggs did Vladimir Klitschko? Yeah, no. Whatever he eating, that's what I'm eating. What's lane he in? What's lane he in? Oh, he in lane 3. Guess what? I'm going to lane 3. Yeah, I'm going to lane 3. You know, where's which grocery store he's shopping at? He's shopping at Cash and Carry. I'm going to Cash and Carry. Hey, what did it say, Swab? He said, yeah, I saw that too. And Keyshawn was like, I got more experience than you, Frank. Yeah, I'm just saying. Both of them prospects. Let me see what's up. Both of them prospects. You get what I'm saying? Both of them prospects. Shoot. Whatever he eating, that's what I'm eating. What type of girls he like? Oh, he like them short, thick, bow-legged red bones. Guess what? I like them short, thick, bow-legged red bones then. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Cole, what's going on, man? It's feeling like Chris.
Hey, Casino, talk to me, fam.
Hey, man. Remember I said I had thought about that Loma Haney fight yesterday, and I was like, I think Haney gonna try to get the savage.
Yeah.
Man, I thought about it again, bro. Man, I think if Haney don't do Loma like he did Cambosis, like if it ain't no shutout, bro, he might be finna get raw. He might be finna get raw, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that, man, because I'm like, bro, if that fight close, boy, you can forget it.
Man, it's gonna be close. It's Loma. It's gonna be close. It's Loma.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Unless Loma.
Yeah.
Because look, you know what? I heard something else too. Like everybody talking about that last fight Loma had. I mean, first of all, he had ring rust and he just came back from the war, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I ain't know this too. Jermaine Ortiz was his sparring partner, for a long time. So he already know Loma.
He already know Loma. What I'm saying? Yeah, his sparring partner, yeah.
And he young.
Yeah.
And he young. It's Jermaine Ortiz. Like, he not no scrub. Everybody was looking at it like, bro, I don't like Jermaine Ortiz and Devin Haney would be a good fight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a real good fight. Yeah, you're right. That will be a good one. Jermaine Ortiz and Devin Haney. That'll be a real good one. Yeah, for real.
Bro, so
both of them about the same size.
Yeah, they about the same size. I think what's gonna happen is it might not even be, it's gonna be so close. I think it might end up being so close that you can't even call it no robbery. Like, it might be so close that it's just like
it can go either way.
It's just like shit. Yeah, it could have went either way. And I think if it could go either way, we already know which way it's going. You know what I'm saying?
So he said
Bob Arum. And when you look at Bob Arum, when he's talking about it, but it's like he already know what he's finna do. He like, shit, we finna rob him. He like, shit, yeah, what's finna happen is Shakur, and he makes sure he lets you know that Shakur been with us for years. He's like, yeah, Shakur been with us for years. You know what I'm saying? So he's next up. So what we want to do, we want to put Shakur against the winner of this fight. But he can't put Shakur against the winner of this fight if Devin Haney wins, because Devin Haney ain't finna be his fighter no more. So it's like, bro, he just told you to play, bro. So if you gambling, I don't know if y'all gamble. Man, if y'all gambling, man, put y'all money on Loma decision, man. I ain't gonna lie, put your money on Loma decision. I feel like that's the safest bet right there, man. But that's all I have. I think Shakur gonna end up fighting Loma, and that's what it's gonna be.
Hey man, shout out to Casino, man. You know what? That's starting to make a whole lot of sense right now, too, boy. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, boy. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, boy. That's starting to make a whole lot. I was sitting back thinking about it, right? Because I picked Dev to win, but now I'm sitting back thinking about it. I'm like, man, I don't know. Let me tell you something, boy. Lomachenko ain't no easy out for nobody. Loma coming to fight. You can believe that he coming to waller. You see what I'm saying? He coming to waller. And I'm like, man, I don't know, boy. If it mess around to be close, boy, if Lomachenko mess around to win this fight, the LDBC gonna have a fit, boy. Oh, they gonna have a fit. Boy, it's gonna be some, boy, I'm telling you, boy, oh Lord Hammer, they gonna call Dr. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, bro, they gonna have to, Young Pharaoh, they're gonna have to get in contact with everybody from the conscious community. Caller, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Slum?
Hey, what's up with you, Ron, boy? Talk to me.
Look, y'all gotta stop this, man. I'm actually saying you, but people calling in, they don't really know what they're talking about. First and foremost, Top Rank is trying to get out of the Lomachenko business. They don't make Loma. That's what y'all don't understand. If the fight is close, it's going to Devin Haney. Top Rank has always wanted to sign Devin Haney. They're not looking for no old motherfucking fighters. Top Rank is trying to clean the books. That's why they have young motherfuckers and no more old motherfuckers. What are y'all talking about? Like, come on, we gotta follow the sport for real, for real. You understand what I'm telling you? Top Rank has more value in Devin Haney going to 140 doing pay-per-views. That's their value. It's no more value in Lomachenko. It's just not, it's no more value. I understand they ran with a narrative. A lot of people ran with this whole shit that Loma is this Top Rank and Bob's darling and all that shit is further from the truth. Clemens have no more fighters at Top Rank. What service does Clemens serve Top Rank now? He went from having how many fighters to how many fighters now?
So
you know who runs Top Rank? You know who runs Top Rank now?
Not.
Jay Prince.
Yeah, he got a lot of his fighters over there. But now the question, the question I have for you, the question I have for you is this: Devin Haney is leaving Top Rank, according to what Bill didn't say that. Bill didn't say that, but he said he's a free agent. So do you have any information knowing that they're going to resign with Top Rank?
Huh?
I say, do you have any like heard anything about them re-signing with Top Rank for long term?
I'm telling you right now, Devin Haney will be on pay-per-view at 140 under a Top Rank banner in his next fight after he dispatched Lomachenko. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Lomachenko serves no purpose. Do y'all know how much Top Rank paid for Lomachenko a fight?
No, I don't know.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah, I don't
exactly.
know
Lomachenko gets $3 million a fight and he can't sell out a fucking arena. This is business. Bob don't give a fuck about where him being Ukrainian and all that. It always come down to business. How many times has Bob devalued his biggest fighter? He don't give a fuck about that shit.
I mean, yeah,
it comes down to business.
I mean, you're right about that. So what you're saying is if it's a close fight, to summarize what you're saying, well, if it's a close fight, you're saying that because
it's going to Devin Haney.
It's going to Devin Haney because Bob Arum don't care nothing about Lomachenko anymore, and he's favoring Devin Haney to win.
Yes.
Okay.
Top Rank prefer to be in the top. Top Rank prefer to be in the Devin Haney business than they do the Lomachenko business in 2023. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
The Lomachenko mystique, and I'm not hating on Loma. Loma served his purpose. They did right by Loma and Clemens, giving him all the spots he needed to be, gave him every opportunity. But at the end of the day, Loma is an old fighter that they a lot of money for. They couldn't wait to get Bud off them books. It's the same deal with Lomachenko. He pulls in, he makes too much money.
Yeah, I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know how much money he made. I know how much money Crawford was making, but I don't know how much money Loma made.
Exactly. So they're in the same ballpark. Not quite as much as Bud, but they're in the same ballpark. They had the two biggest. Now the one that's making all the money is Shakur. Shakur makes about $3 million a fight. But I'm not getting into the pocketbook part of it. But we gotta start. I understand people really don't be at fights and all this stuff. Y'all don't really talk to nobody. Y'all be on the couch and shit. I get all that shit. But like y'all gotta stop this, Mo, and look at the shit the way it's gonna be really, really played out.
So
There's no more money in Lomachenko.
I get all of that. There's no more money in Lomachenko. So you're saying that it's pretty much a foregone conclusion Devin Haney gonna win this fight against Lomachenko.
I'm telling you, if the fight is close, I mean, no, I'm just thinking. No, I'm all my money is going on Devin Haney to beat Lomachenko. It's not that Lomachenko is shit. Lomachenko is still probably the top third, top three, top four. 135 pounders behind Shakur, Devin, probably Reggie and Loma. That's probably it. That's probably your top 3 or 4 right there. But at the end of the day, Mo, like we gotta stop pushing this narrative as if Haney's about to get robbed. We thought he was getting robbed when he went to Australia.
Yeah, I damn so did. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Exactly. Everybody kept screaming, he's getting robbed. They want to do this do this to Haney. People don't know because they never really been nowhere. Top Rank been loving Devin Haney for years. They wanted Haney so bad, Bob got in his feelings because he couldn't sign Haney. They really don't follow boxing. They ain't never really been no motherfucking way. You dig what I'm telling you? I've been talking to these people. Who was the first person that told you that Lomachenko Top Rank wanted to have Shakur retire Lomachenko? Didn't that?
Yeah.
What we have.
But see, but hear me out though. That go right back. That go back to right back to what I'm saying.
No. They never knew that they were going to be able to get Devin Haney. That is the difference. Devin Haney threw a monkey wrench because they were able to get Shakur and Devin Haney. Top Rank is loving it. They loving it. So at the end of the day, they was like, no, don't worry, Shakur, you still gonna get your money and get your belt. Shakur's still gonna end up being undisputed. Or at least try to once. I mean, that WBA is going to be the only thing that's going to fuck them up.
But see, this is the thing though. If Devin Haney were to win and leave Top Rank, if he were to let's say he was to leave Top Rank, if he was to leave Top Rank and or let's say forget that, let's say he win and move up. Let's say he win and move up. The belts are going to be scattered. My thinking is, wouldn't it be best if Lomachenko, let's say he were to beat Devin Haney, let's just say he was to beat Devin Haney, he ain't moving up nowhere, and then you could still serve Lomachenko to Shakur Stevenson, and then Shakur could beat him and become undisputed.
Yeah, but what does that have to do? So how does that help Top Rank when they trying to make pay-per-view fights with Teofimo at 140?
So yeah, you just brought Teofimo in there. So now you're saying that
because it's about 140. They want look, man. One of the biggest fights that one of the fights that Top Rank always wanted was Teofimo versus Devin.
Yeah.
That was mainly one of the biggest fights.
They have a backstory. Yeah, they have a backstory.
They always wanted that fight. So they're not worried about Loma right now. The Loma thing has ran its course, Mo. We're in 2023. Top Rank is in the future business. They're in the business of the future.
Okay.
We already know once them belts get vacated, Shakur gonna get about at least three of them, and then we're gonna be in the same place 2 years from now, begging somebody to please do or try to get the WBA. That's all it's gonna come down to. Somebody please get the W to beat the Hispanic fighters all day. But I ain't even gonna open up that can of worms. But we gotta stop, man. But like I said, Mo, that Devin Haney and that motherfucking Loma fight, Haney by decision, and it's the fight is close.
Ron, boy, your phone went out. Yeah, Ron, boy, your phone went out, man. Salute to Ron, boy, fresh. Your phone went out.
All right,
All right. Shout out to Ron, boy, fresh. DC. His phone went out, guys. His phone kept going. Shout out to Swat Jones. What you say, Swat? Swat said you act like Loma's washed up. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. All I'm saying is, I'm going off what dollar bills say. Devin Haney staying with Top Rank. Okay, I mean that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Me and Ron Boy did have this conversation before, saying that, hey man, Top Rank is looking to feed Lomachenko to Shakur Stevenson. You know, my thinking about it is, okay, well, look, there ain't no guarantee that Devin Haney gonna win this fight. You get what I'm saying? He's a bigger, longer, taller, stronger fighter, or longer reach and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know, I get what he's saying. You know, well, Bob, you know, they done in the Lomachenko business. Like maybe he got some information that I don't know. I mean, I'm, you know what I mean? Ron probably got some information I don't know, but you know, I don't know. Just me on the outside looking in, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it that way. But maybe he knows something I don't know. Shout out to Marty King Boxing. He said, Ron Boy, my gut. He said, Ron Boy, my guy. But he wrong on Tank winning. Tank winning what? Oh, you talking about against Ryan Garcia? Oh, okay. So my Tank winning against Ryan Garcia. Hey man, shout out to Fee on the tube. Shout out to my sister Fee. Call her, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from London again. It's the guy using 2 cups and a string to make this phone call.
What's your name?
You know the name, man. Steven. How are you, coach?
Yeah, I get a lot of calls, fam. I don't know the name. You got to say the name. Steven from the UK. From London. Talk to me.
Just want to clear something up before I progress. Last time I called you, I said Franklin was a bum. I would just like to retract that statement. I was high on cocaine and I've got bipolar disorder. And I just couldn't believe Anthony Joshua had a face like a slapped ass at the end of that fight. Are you
high on cocaine and going through bipolar disorder right now while we having this phone call, sir?
I took a day off.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so the face like I slapped off, and the reason why is because truth is, thing was put in there, get demolished, supposed to smush him in 5 rounds, make a statement, and it wasn't a statement. I have to be fair to Franklin. The guy was working in a fucking warehouse.
Are you talking about Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Lomachenko now, or are you talking about Anthony Joshua, sir?
All right, so I have to give props to Ryan Garcia for getting in the ring. I think he's trying to do his legacy a favor by getting in there with stiffer competition. But if I'm honest with you, I honestly think that at some point during the fight, Hank is going to catch him clean on the chin. When he does, a hell of a drug. Garcia is going to know he's in way over his head.
Okay. Hey, Stevens from London, man. Salute to you, fam. We got other calls calling in. Thank you so much, brother, for calling the show. Salute. Yeah. London, stand up. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You feel me? Yeah. But anyway, hey, shout out to DT the Bull, man. DT3 the Bull, man. What's going on, fam? What's going on, brother? What's happening? You get what I'm saying? Oh, here go. We got somebody. Got another call calling in. Another call calling in. Phone lines heating up right now, boy. The phone lines are heating up right now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Damien from Baltimore.
Damien from Baltimore. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, man. Ron Boy, my guy, man. Ron Boy, my guy. But I don't know. I mean, everybody got these inside tracks. I don't know how they get them, and I don't really care how they get them. But
yeah,
I just think that. Hello.
Sorry about that. I'm here. Sorry about that.
I think that Devin. I mean, you spoke on it yesterday. He has to fight a really, for me, in my opinion, he has to fight a really aggressive fight in order to win. I can't see him jabbing and grabbing Loma. Loma's footwork is still there, and his footwork can get around that jab. And for me, beyond, like I said, I put it in the check like 3 times. I got Loma stopping him. Yeah, I think he gets around that. I'm being 100% honest. Devin hasn't shown me anything but a jab 1-2. So, I mean, and all we can go off is the eye test at this point because we haven't seen everybody in the ring. So all we going off the eye test.
Right.
And if he don't have enough pop, with T.O. was different. T.O., he kind of feared T.O. power going in the fight, and you could tell he was real hesitant. But I don't know if he's going to go in. If he go in there, if he hit him and he don't got nothing to keep him off him, he gonna have a long night.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Of course, it's just my opinion. I don't want none of the callers to kill me. Just my opinion.
No,
you gotta get in the ring and fight.
No, you're entitled to your opinion. You're right about that. You're entitled to your opinion. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want somebody to kill me. I'm just saying but I think he's gonna stop around 10th or 11th. I think he stops him.
Now, this was kind of throwing me off from what Ron Boy said. I hear what Ron Boy is saying. He say Bob Top Rank, they're not in the Loma business anymore. They always let the old fighters go, and that is true. They do let their old fighters go, but the Lomachenko thing is different because out of all the fighters he let go, this is the only fighter that he said that's greater than Ali. This fighter, Lomachenko, this is the best fighter I had since Ali. He's better than Ali, and I've never seen anything like this before. Like he ain't say that. Like I don't know a fighter in the history of boxing that Bob Arum has had that he said that about. So I'm like, okay, they're not in the Lomachenko business no more. I get that. And he has a sentimental, I think Bob Arum has a really, really soft spot for Lomachenko because he doesn't cause problems. Lomachenko don't talk trash. Like he don't give Bob Arum no problems. Whatever Bob say, they'll fight, they'll do whatever. So he's not a problem fighter. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
How do you think Devin wins? I mean, I don't know. And I'm based off of the fights of with competition. Let's say Kambosos is really Killer Cam, which he's not. But let's just say he's Killer Cam. You think he can do the same thing that he did with Kambosos and win? In your opinion,
the first fight? No, the reason why he can't do that because Lomachenko is not Kambosos. The things that he was able to do with Kambosos, we know like jab, hit the 1-2, duck his head to the right all the time, and then grab him, tie him up. Like in the first fight, Devin Haney kept ducking his head down to the right and getting out of the way, and Kambosos literally did not figure out what Devin Haney was doing for 12 rounds. He didn't figure it out. Lomachenko, that style I don't think will work on him because Lomachenko know how to fight out of the clinch. He's very active on the inside. You get what I'm saying? And he has better footwork than Kambosos. So that's just I don't think that'll work. But of course we got to see the fight.
Yeah, we got to see the fight. But I'm just like I say from the eye, just looking like I'm just like, dude, this nigga, his footwork is tough. He throwing, he pop, 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 pop. He ain't just pop, pop. He pop, pop, pop on this side, on that side. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I will see.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. That's for sure. But all right, y'all have a good evening. It's nice in Baltimore today, man. Like 89 degrees.
Oh, that's good. Hey, that's good, man. Salute, man. Hey, shout out to Damian Bennett. Hey, be more stand up. Be more stand up, man. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't, shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, he better probably know something I don't know, but I'm like, hey, what he say, Westside? He said, I have a feeling Devin gonna look bad. He said, Bob can't forgive you now. He said, Bob, I can't forgive you now. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what he said, Witness the host, he said that Loma's angles aren't fast enough for Haney. I mean, that you might be right about that. They may not be fast enough. You get what I'm saying? But shout out to Casino Light Prayers. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Loma is a southpaw too, with crazy footwork and combos. And remember, weight draining hurts your punch resistance real bad. Yeah. I see exactly where you're coming from. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we'll see. I think this is going to be a good fight. I really do. I think it's going to be a good fight. Carter, what's your name when you're calling from?
Whoa, hold up, bro. Let me clarify some things, bro. You don't like to call that point. But a lot of people got about now if Haney lays the egg, that's a whole different animal. I'm just saying I'm betting on Loma for the decision. That's all I'm saying.
You betting on Loma?
Fight is close. I mean, I'm sorry, betting on Haney for the decision. Okay. And if the fight is remotely even, if the fight is even close, it's going to Haney. Where y'all think that Haney has to blow Loma out the water in order to get this victory, I totally disagree. I think if a bag, my point is, if a bag get pushed under the judges' table, it's going to be from the top-ranked Haney side, not the top-ranked Loma side. You understand what I'm telling you? That's all I'm saying. Now, if Haney going in and lay an egg, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just saying I'm betting on my youngin, and I never said that Loma was a wash fighter. I sat there and told y'all I still feel that he's a what? Fourth or the third top 4 135 pounds. I just have more faith in him coming up to the show, showing new different things. He's the bigger younger fighter, you know. And I'm always rock with the boxer and the young gun. That's all. That's just how I always been, you know. I mean, I don't understand this shit, but I just think it's a misconception when people have this thing as if Loma is this darling in 2023 for a top rank. This ain't 2017 anymore. You understand?
Yeah. Forget.
And if you've been following,
forget the darling. Forget the darling.
Yeah.
Let's say Lomachenko goes in the ring and have a performance up and put on a hell of a performance. Whether he's the darling, the top rank or not, what if he go in there and he really like have a hell of a performance? Like he put on.
And then you go to the original plan. All right, Shakur, you know what to do. And I'm gonna holler at Shakur in New Jersey because I'll be in New Jersey this weekend. Everybody know how I roll. Ain't nobody better than Shakur from 140 down. I stand on that. And it's going to be what it's going to be. But we got to stop acting like we haven't been looking at boxing long enough. And as far as the whole Bob and Top Rank boosting up Loma, they had to boost up Loma. They never had nothing like Loma ever. They had to boost him up and compare him to Ali. People don't know Loma don't do well here in the States. He's only been in 2 big arenas his whole career, Mo. Like, they have to say certain things to boost him up. That's called promoting. Don't take it that serious. And when Bob say it, do you believe Bob? No. Half the shit he say is not real. He's doing a job.
Yeah, I ain't never heard him say that about no other fighter though. Yeah, that right there, I ain't gonna lie. I felt some type of way about that.
Yeah, I know, but of course, he had to say, but that's the extreme he had to go to push Lomachenko. You understand what I'm saying?
Why he say he was the best thing since Jack Dempsey or the best thing since Rocky Marciano? You know,
he had to go. He had to go to his number 1 dog to push the so-called number 1 European, the number 1 amateur boxer in the history of the sport. You know what I'm saying? You know the game. You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck that.
So you can't take Bob serious or shit like that. But everybody took that shit serious. Bob had a job he had to do. He had to promote a hellified boxer, a white Ukrainian, to the American people.
Yeah, it ain't working. It ain't working though. It ain't working, then.
I mean,
it ain't working. It ain't working.
But Loma, a hell of a motherfucking athlete. I ain't taking nothing past him, but I mean, it's time. It's time for the youngins to take over the sport. That's the game. That's all I want to clear up, Mo. But you know, it's the game. Clemens is out the game. And Loma gonna be out there with him. That's how the game works. Out with the old and with the new, Mo. I'm out, Slim.
All right, shout out to Round Boy Fresh. Salute, fam. Hey. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Troll. He said, I can't. Size matters. Okay, all right, okay. Shout out to Jams. He said, bro, Bob didn't get where he is by selling wolf tickets. I'm just saying. Hey, Jam, hold on. Jam, what you trying to say? So you mean to say, Bob Arrow, that say, yesterday I was lying, today I'm telling the truth. Oh, so he went selling whoop tickets? Hey, Dale, who you talking to, Dale? He wasn't selling whoop tickets when he said Lomachenko was greater than Ali? hey, Carter, what's the name when you call it, bro?
What's up, Coach? It's inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
Hey, shout out to D-Block. What's going on, fam?
Now, what I don't understand is all the hate is coming at Lomachenko because he is great. He is great. See, the difference here is people don't want to see what it's like people blinded by his greatness. See, that's what's going on. People don't realize how great this guy is.
Yeah.
So the last call, I'm going to tell you like this. Bob Arum, he's just playing the game. You know, he got to tell the white man to the white man. That's what you talking about, cuz. He sold it to me, and I'm Mexican. All right? I'm Mexican, 100% Mexican American.
Why he didn't?
Okay?
Why he brought
Let's
up
be real
Ali
with
though?
that.
Why he brought up Ali? Like that's the That's the only problem I have. Why he didn't say, you know, he's the greatest thing since Jack Dempsey. He's the greatest thing since Rocky Marciano. He's the greatest thing since Jerry Cooney, or even a Tyson Fury. Why he use Ali though?
Because Ali's the greatest of all time, coach. Now, when somebody got that leg movement and use those combinations and it's swift, just like Willie Pep, it's great. Like Henry Armstrong, he's a beast going in there like Sonny Liston. I mean, this guy was, dude, coach, in his prime. Now, he might not be in his prime anymore. Right? His prime's already given up. And it's kind of true what he said about it's a young in time, but I ain't going to say it like that because that's not how we say it right here on West Side. That's not how we say it here in D-Town. We say it's the youngster's time the way we do it up in here. You know what I mean? So do I think Haney's going to win? I love Haney. I respect the whole way he's come up with respect. We got to respect that, okay? Be real with that. I feel like, yes, he has the edge over Lomachenko, but that leg movement, coach, is going to be something where Haney has never seen a fighter like that either. You know what I mean? I'm being real with it because I got to give both guys props. And it's true what he said about the young guys coming up and trying to dethrone these other guys. That's why I always see Ryan Garcia will be. See, this is what people are clamoring, coach. He ain't clamoring for another Tank Davis. They ain't clamoring for another tattoo artist or tattooed up, dressing up with purses, with ping pongs, you know, wearing stilettos. They don't want a guy like that. They want an Oscar de la Hoya 2.0, right? That's what they want. Chicano people, we want a Oscar de la Hoya 2.0. And that's what we got in Ryan Garcia. He doesn't have the pedigree of the Olympics. He doesn't have the matchmaking like Oscar did because he had Bob Arum. Now, whose fault is that? You really can't because it's totally different generations. But Ryan Garcia will knock out Tank Davis. Haney's going to beat Lomachenko. Given that fact, it's fact. As much as I hate it, but it's going to happen. And I'm going to love it anyway because we love boxing. But for all of y'all with blasphemy for Lomachenko, a 2-time gold Olympic medalist, something that nobody can say they can actually do, okay? He is the greatest, coach. He is. By everything of standard. Everything Bob Arum said is true. Now, if y'all hate on that, I'm hating with facts, okay? Like I said, he had Henry Armstrong punches. He moved like Muhammad Ali. He got defense like Willie Pep. I mean, the guy, why do you think they call him the Matrix? Open your eyes up. And Baltimore, your guy, Tank Davis, never wanted to fight him. Be real with that. That's fact. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Zero. Lomachenko, stand up.
He said he the greatest. That's it. There they go. How come every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to bring up Vasily Lomachenko? Let me tell you something once for all. Vasily Lomachenko was good, but in comparison to Jermaine Ortiz, Vasily Lomachenko ain't shit. He beat Jermaine Ortiz ass.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something once for all. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Ron from Vermont. How you doing today, Coach?
Man, Ron from Vermont. Talk to me, fam.
Man, it's a hard phone number to get through to, man. I was trying like 3 times to get through to this number, man.
If I had somebody online, you're not going to get through. I'm not going to click over.
I know. I understand that, man. It's just a great topic. You know, we got Loma versus Haney coming up, and I had to do like a topic on this because this is a sleeper fight. Like I encourage everybody to buy this fight because Devin Haney has been progressing. He has been getting better. He worked from the first fight with the jab winning the fight. Then the second fight, he did an incredible job with neutralizing Kambosos. To me, he had a long time to figure out how he's going to get around Lomachenko's angles. And that's the thing, is Lomachenko's angles in his inside fighting I see Devin having a problem with working on Lomachenko on the inside, and that's why it's going to be a draw. I really think this fight's going to be a draw, Coach, and Devin's going to retain his belt. That's what I think.
See, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not in the loop, so I'm not in the loop as it relates to this. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if Devin Haney is going to resign with Top Rank. I don't know that.
He should, though.
Yeah, he should. He should. He should, because that's where all the fighters are at. All the fighters are at Top Rank. So
all the fighters are there, Coach.
But this is
it's like 20 of them.
But this is the thing, though. This is the thing. From what we heard from from what Bill Haney said, he said we took short money, and in order to make Devin Haney dreams come true, they took short money, all of that stuff there. So my thing is this. In order for Devin Haney to come back, that money's going to have to be right. If because if I'm a Devin Haney, and I ain't managing or promoting, but I'm just saying, if they were saying, hey, Dev had to take short, because remember that's what they were saying online, the alphabet board and stuff like that. Yeah, man, Dev taking slave wages, and he's taking slave wages to fight George Kambosos to become undisputed. Bob Arum, lowballed him and they ain't paid him no money, and he taking slave wages, right? So let's say all that's true. If he took slave wages in order to make this fight happen, in order for him to come back to Top Rank after being a undisputed champion, lightweight champion, and all that stuff there, I'm pretty sure he gonna want some more money. Like yesterday's price ain't gonna be today's price, huh?
But who's gonna give it to him though? Because that's where all of the good matchmaking is at. And I think fans will be more turned on to ESPN Plus seeing Devin Haney fight the competition at 140. So if he get past Lomo, and this is a slim him get past Lomo, but if he does get past Lomo, the fucking sky's the limit for him at 140.
Yeah.
Real talk, Coach. The sky's the limit, so he should resign.
Yeah, he should resign.
Bill's going to negotiate shit. I think Bill's going to negotiate that shit. I think they're going to stay with Top Rank. That'd be the smart move because all they're going to do is get the run around anywhere else, and the fighters are not there for them to fight at the other places. Like, we know Tank ain't fighting no fucking body. He's not even going to fight Shakur. That's just my honest opinion. Tank is not going to fight.
I don't know. They saying, that's what they say. When I say they, I'm talking about people on that side. Tank said he coming for everybody. So, he want people to put some respect on his name. He coming for all those guys. He coming for Devin. He coming for Shakur. He coming for all the top guys. Just like what Gilly the Kid said. We want to see you fight, all the top, Devin Haney. We want to see you fight Devin Haney. We want to see you fight Vasily Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Teofimo Lopez. You know what I mean? Tio ain't there anymore. Or anyone that's around your weight class or anywhere in the Four Horsemen. So you don't think Tank going after he, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people say he gonna dispose of Ryan Garcia, but
if he willing to merge, because I ain't gonna lie, Tank is like really popular, but it's got to be a merger. If Tank stay with Top Rank, that's just better for boxing because you know what? And if Showtime want to pay Devin Haney some money, fine. But I doubt if they do that. You see what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. They're gonna talk all that crazy crap like they talk with Crawford. I just feel like his better.
No. You know what? No. They're not talking the crazy talk like they talk with Crawford because they're not calling Devin Haney Top Rank Toby. They're not. When I say they, I'm talking about the alphabet boys. They're not saying that Devin Haney is signed to the slave master Bob Arum. They ain't saying none of that with Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Last time I checked, Bob Arum is Bob Arum. They're not saying that with Devin Haney. They did that with Crawford because of that hatred. They really hate Crawford. Like I think these dudes physically want to do something to him physically if they could, but they really, really hate Crawford. So their hatred for him, but you see the double standards. Devin Haney ain't, Devin Haney ain't fighting for the white man, the slave master. He ain't doing that, but it is what it is. But same Bob Arum though. Same Bob Arum. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, hey, shout out to Ron. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show, man. Ron from Vermont. Salute, fam. Yes, sir. You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Knockdown 305. Knockdown 305. What's happening, man? Hey, man, we got it. Damn, we shout on the lights. I'm gonna set the phone down for a little bit. We gotta get the lights up, man. I gotta get the lights over 200. Yeah, man. So, but you get what I'm saying, though. Shout out to Kenny. He say then once Tank, what did he say? Then once Tank beat Dev and Shakur, he'll have the confidence to go after Ryan for a rematch. I mean, you're assuming, that's assuming. See, I'm gonna tell you why I don't see any of those fights happen. I'm gonna tell you why, Keno. I hear what Tank has said. Yeah, I'm gonna go after all of those guys and all that stuff there. And he'll beat all of those guys. I don't foresee any of that happening. I'm gonna tell you why. They're going to A-side, Devin to death. When I say they, I'm talking about Booger Ray Leonard. He on Twitter, he's already saying Tank is the biggest draw, 135, and I'm not going to pay those guys the type of money that Bob Arum is paying them. Bob paying these dudes like $3 million and stuff like that. I'm not going to pay that type of stuff money right there. When you come over here, you're going to have to be realistic. So he's already setting the table. When I say he, Keno, I'm talking about Booger Ray Leonard. He's already setting the table for, hey, look, if anybody come over here, look, and you want to fight Tank or whatever the case may be, the money that you used to making, hey, shout out to Martin Ramos. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Allen Maddox. The money that you used to get paid, we going to cut that in half or by 2/3. Like their business model, they feel like, outside of Ryan Garcia. But they feel like, yeah, man, you should take whatever we give you in order just to get in the ring with Tank. You get what I'm saying? He the A-side. He gonna pick the rings, the gloves, the money now. That $3 million that Bob was paying you, we ain't gonna pay that. We'll give you about $1 million, and you can try to get the rest on the back end on the pay-per-view. Even though ain't nobody buying pay-per-views anymore right now. But we'll try to do that. You get what I'm saying? And then how they try to kick Deb out the way, they said, oh, he got no belts. No belts don't mean nothing. So as soon as they said the belts don't mean nothing, they already telling you, look here, man, Devin Haney can't use that as leverage. They're telling you that Devin Haney can't use, let's say he was to stay with Top Rank. And let's say he was to stay with Top Rank. Hell, let's just go out there on a limb. Let's just say he stay at Top Rank, beat Vasily Lomachenko, and then after that say, hey, look here, man, I want to fight Tank Davis next, Bob. See, can you make that fight happen? And let's say he was to do all of that, hypothetically, right? Guess what? They still gonna come with the A-side. They already saying the belts don't mean nothing, so he can't use that as leverage. The belts ain't no leverage. You get what I'm saying? At that point, because in the eyes of Booger Ray Leonard and the PBC as it relates to Tank Davis, they have already devalued the belts. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Shout out to Dr. Paul. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say? Say happy birthday to little nephew Romeo. He said today, some nappy weight champ. And still, yes, hey man, happy birthday to little Romeo, man. Salute to little Romeo. Happy birthday. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get little Romeo. Man. Hit him with the 100.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, Larry. Hey, shout out to Larry Lopez. Larry Lopez, what's going on, man? Hey, okay. Larry Lopez, he say straight duck talk. Hey, Larry, throw the hot. Hey, Larry, throw the hot. Larry said it's straight duck talk.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
Hey, Larry said it's straight duck talk.
Shut up, old man. You that chump don't know where to come from. Bad boy, your family doing real nice, ain't it? You call yourself a fighter? Prove it now. Give me that same chance. The way you've been ducking is the disgrace. If he ain't no coward, why don't he fight me then?
That's Larry right there. Larry Lopez right there. If he ain't no coward, he said, the way you been ducking me is a disgrace. If he ain't no coward, why he won't fight me then? Shut up, old man. You and that chump don't know where I had to come from. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here. Off the rip. Hey, he said the duck talk. Larry, I ain't trying to hear none of that, though, man. This nigga ducking. I ain't trying to hear none.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand. He said, damn, what did Clover say? He said, shut up, old man. You and that chump don't know where I had to come from. You know what I mean?
Hey. It's a disgrace the way you've been decking me. Hey, it's a disgrace the way you've been decking me. Hey, we need 15 more likes. We need 15 more likes. Hey, bro, look here, man. Hey, look here, bro. Hey, bro, all I'm saying, this is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this here. All I'm saying is, eventually, I'm just saying, if it's me, this is the thing, right? Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. It's not a matter of if Shakur Stevenson will become a lightweight champion. It's a matter of when. If we see how hard it is in order to become undisputed in today's time, Canelo made it look fairly easy. Devin Haney, man, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Devin Haney, bro, that dude right there, that's the luckiest dude. I don't want to say luck. He really worked to get in this position. But, bro, look how it played out. Shakur is not going to be able to. I doubt if he ever would be able to come undisputed in the lightweight division if those belts get scattered, especially if they get to the PBC side. If those belts get to the PBC, if one or two of those belts get to the PBC side, you can forget it. So if Shakur wants to become undisputed, if it get the belts get on the PBC side, you can forget it because they're gonna fight each other. Same thing, pretty much what Top Rank is doing. Top Rank is doing the same thing. So, you know, they pretty much doing the same thing. And they can afford to do that because they got all the fighters at 135. They got all the fighters. So they're going to have, you get what I'm saying? But as it relates to Devin Haney, check this out. Was it 2019? 2019, Lomachenko, I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on the year. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers. What to say, fam, for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, I feel like Tank fixing to fight Pitbull and Frank. Frank, I don't know about Frank. Stylistically, I don't know about Frank. Frank got some really, really good footwork. Frank has some really, really good footwork. I don't think they'll put Tank in there with Frank. Not saying that Tank won't beat him or can't beat him, but I just think that from a footwork standpoint, that fight is going to be too difficult. I don't think that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit the Mayweather blueprint for Tank. Frank Martin. Pitbull is predictable. He gonna come forward. He not gonna throw a jab. He gonna be throwing bolos. He gonna be throwing overhand rights, bolo punches. You know what I mean? On wide left hooks, wide right hooks. That's what he gonna be throwing. And he got slow feet, so they ain't got to really worry about him. They know he just got to punch his chance. Tank just got to stay out of the way of getting hit, caught with a bomb, and then just last 12 rounds out boxing and he'll win. You get what I'm saying? But Frank Martin is a different animal, in my opinion. Now, Frank Martin don't have the experience that Tank have. And Tank catch him one time, he probably knock him out or hurt him real bad. But I just think that from a footwork standpoint, I don't know if they'll do that. And he's a black fighter. They say Tank no fight black fighters. That's what they say. Shout out to Ali Maddox. He said Booger Ray want Loma or Dev to settle Big Rolo. Okay. I guess to settle Big Rolo. Okay. All right. Shout out to Vigilante. What did say family said? Did Tank ever leave Mayweather Promotions? No, Tank never left Mayweather Promotions. He never left. That was just a publicity stunt that they was doing. This is my last fight on the Mayweather Promotions. You see Booger Ray Leonard is behind Tank on stage at the press conference. That tell you everything you need to know. Tank ain't never leave Booger Ray. He ain't never lead him. He said still Mayweather Promotions. He ain't never lead him. Never. Hey, what did it say, Reg? So Ron Boy Fresh, shout out to Ron Boy Fresh. He said Reggie Davis don't fight black and Eastern European fighters, Slim. You get what I'm saying? So I don't see the Frank Martin. Now the Esau Cruz, yeah, I can see that potentially again. Because Calvin Ford did say that. But as it relates to Devin Haney, bro, this had to be the luckiest dude in the world. He was signed to the Zone, and there was a hit piece put out on him. Same thing against Crawford. A smear campaign put out on him against other YouTube communities and even the mainstream media. Because Devin Haney was signed with the Zone, and so ESPN was talking bad about him. you know, Lomachenko fans was talking bad about him. And then, you know, Teofimo fans was talking bad about Devin Haney. And then Tank Davis fans was talking bad about Devin Haney. Like Devin Haney literally was, and Ryan Garcia fans, Devin Haney literally has to be the most hated fighter in the lightweight division. He have Tank fans that hate him, Ryan Garcia fans that don't like him, even though Ryan Garcia ducked Devin Haney. Lomachenko fans don't like him, and Teofimo fans don't like him. ESPN used to write hit pieces on him. Mayweather, well, not Mayweather, but yeah, I don't want to say Mayweather. Not Mayweather, but Tank Davis support groups online was talking bad about Dev. You get what I'm saying? This dude right here had, bruh, T.O. Loma. Hold on, let me see him write this down. T.O. Loma, Ryan, and Tank. T.O. Loma, Ryan, and Tank fans all attacking him. And then ESPN was, and Top Rank was attacking him because he was signed to the wrong promotion of the company. Literally. 2019, he becomes a champion. I think it was 2019. Because Vasily Lomachenko dropped his belt that he fought for. So Vasily Lomachenko dropped this belt and got elevated to a new belt that came out of nowhere. And Devin Haney got elevated to that belt. The WBC super belt. Then Tank, Loma, Ryan, and T.O. fans said, well, he ain't no real champ, he an email champ. ESPN was saying he's not a real champ, he an email champ. He couldn't get no respect. Then he leaves the zone. Look how this worked out. Teofimo Lopez beats Lomachenko. George Kambosos beats Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney leaves the zone, signs with Top Rank. ESPN said that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed champion. No other, and that's why I call Teofimo Lopez the ESPN undisputed lightweight champion. I call George Kambosos that as well. But in the history books, with Ring Magazine and all these other periodicals and stuff like that, they have 9 names on there. The 2 names that's not on there is Lomachenko, is Teofimo and George Kambosos. I'm not gonna relitigate that. I don't body that already. So George Kambosos, when he's fighting Devin Haney, George Kambosos was on the stage. That's when he said he was the emperor and all that stuff there. When they showed George Kambosos' name, as a matter of fact, I can show it to you. When they showed his name on stage, they said he was the unified lightweight champion. They said he was the WBA, IBF, WBO, Ring Magazine lightweight champion, and they said that Devin Haney is the WBC champion. This is what they said on the podium. And I actually took a screenshot of it. I have it right here. Took a screenshot of it. This is what they said in Australia on the podium. In Australia, right? As soon as Devin Haney signed the Top Rank changed their tune. George Kambosos ain't undisputed no more. Right? Now all of a sudden, the one belt that George Kambosos needed, Devin Haney signs the Top Rank, fights George Kambosos, beat him, and get all the belts. He already was a WBC champion, and then he win the other 3 belts. Plus he gets the French fries belt. So he take the French fries belt, put that with his WBC super title, took the ring, took the WBO, took the WBA. He got all the belts now. If he dropped the French fries belt today, he would still be undisputed champion. Do you want to know why? Because you don't need a franchise belt to become undisputed champion. But you know what you do need? You need that WBC super belt to become undisputed. You need that WBA super to become undisputed. You need the WBO super, and you need the IBF super to become undisputed. These are the facts. This dude, so this why people like, this dude stumbled across undisputed. We don't respect how Devin Haney became undisputed. Like literally, it's like he stumbled across it. He didn't stumble, bro, just the way things lined up. If you would have told me last year, January last year, that Devin Haney will become the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, I would have looked at you and laughed in your face. True. Some people say that's karma. Some people say, some people say that's karma for George Kambosos and Bob Arum them, trying to keep Devin Haney frozen out and ducking him. Some people say that's karma. You see what happened? They tried to duck Dev and disrespected Devin Haney, and guess what? Devin Haney is the one that ended up with the belts. True. They tried to give it to Lomachenko. That didn't work. They tried to give it to Teofimo Lopez. That didn't work. You know what I mean? Devin Haney coming there, he got all the belts. Now, guess what? Belts don't matter. True. Carter, what's the name? Where you calling from?
Man, this Dirty Red got a new city. What's going on, folks?
Hey, you sound kind of muffled, Dirty Red, but we're going to try to roll through it. Dirty Red from Mississippi, talk to me.
Man, you just pointed out something, bro.
What's that?
And I don't understand this. These promoters are kind of shooting themselves in the foot by diminishing the other fighters that's not fighting for, their stable at the time. They did it with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was always held in high regard until, it's time to fight Spence. Then, the PBC started down on him. Earl Spence had his little word. Mm-hmm. When they showed the top welterweights, they didn't show them. You know what I mean? And for the fans who don't really follow the sport, it was pushing Terrence Crawford down like, damn, he really ain't fought nobody. Damn, you see what I'm saying? And now they doing the same thing with Devin. They were doing the same thing with Teofimo Lopez, but it's like, y'all shoot yourself in the foot for a potential super fight that you may have down the line by making this guy less than what he really is. You can try to build up the next guy fighter too, because it makes the fight better. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Or it makes the fight bigger. I don't understand that, man. Like Leonard Ellaby, he constantly making it seem like all these guys are just so underneath Tank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these guys are just not on Tank level, but Rolly we supposed to believe Rolly is a good fighter. Come on, man.
Yeah. What they do is
they really shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, it's a market. Well, it's a marketing tactic. They do. What they're trying to do. They just try to devalue other fighters that's not signed to their company. That's what it is. And so the Crawford is a perfect example. Now there are people that I know in the business, they hate Crawford with a passion, not because he physically did anything to them, but they don't like. He's a Sigma male. He don't. So Sigma males are different from alpha male. They like Sigmas they like lone wolves. He travel along. He might be socially awkward around certain people because they don't like him. But one thing they don't say anything bad about, they don't say nothing bad about his boxing skills. They're like, nah, when it comes to boxing, that motherfucker Crawford him up. Like they know that. They ain't gonna bet no money against him. You get what I'm saying? But they don't like him, right? But so what they did was when Crawford was a 140-pounder, the same alphabet boys on YouTube, they love Terrence Crawford. Fagnon loved Terrence Crawford. Shigo loved Terrence Crawford. All of them loved Crawford. It was only when, I want to say August 2018, when Danny Garcia had a fight with Sean Porter. It was at a press conference where Spence was on stage. Some say he was drunk. And he said, Terrence Crawford on side street. Terrence Crawford on side street. You know what I mean? And when he said that, and then he said that, Terrence Crawford ain't fought nobody. Who he fought? Who he fought that's better than Ocampo? Who he fought that better than Chris Algieri? And you heard Derrick James in the background regurgitating that, being a hype man. It was at that point where the hate started. It was Spence that said it, but they called them the Spencerholics. It was the Spencerholics and the Aerosexuals. They decided, you know what? He right. He ain't fought nobody. And then they started regurgitating it. Now Spence only said it like one time, but those guys took it to heart. And they went and but for the past 4 years, that's what it's been. Defecate, that's what it's been. But that's where it came from. And whatever Spence said on whatever Spence said on social media, like if he said it's gonna fuck around be 640, 730, 80-20, take whatever we give you. And he said he was just joking. But the Spencerholics, those guys, well, they took that serious. Yeah, we 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. He ain't fought nobody. He don't bring nothing to the table. And all you like, bro, like they went to saying all, they were like, bro, I can't. And that's when I realized these dudes are slow on social media. I said, these dudes are slow on Twitter, boxing Twitter and boxing YouTube. Like they really, really slow. You get what I'm saying? So, but go ahead, do the rest. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but see, the Tank Davis, you good, man. The Tank Davis little hook to say the same thing about Devin Haney.
Yeah.
They know what I'm saying? They make it seem like being undisputed ain't nothing. What I'm saying is, I think these promoters are shooting themselves in the foot by downplaying future super fights, pretty much. You see what I'm saying? You downplaying a Devin Haney versus a Tank Davis. That's a great fight. Now think about it like this: Devin Haney last fight. If he do good in this fight, show out, and it's a good turnout, damn, you got a super fight. But you don't kind of shot your own super fight down by trying to diminish what the hell he doing over there. But you ain't really elevating your fighter by shooting another guy down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
try to bring it down to sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you see how they switched it up. Now Devin Haney is now check this out. I'm finna say something else before you go. When Crawford was with Top Rank, he was Top Rank Toby.
Right.
Bob Arum was the racist slave master.
Right.
And all that stuff there. Once Devin Haney came over to the slave master, Bob Arum, Devin Haney is not Top Rank Toby. Crawford leaves Top Rank. The dudes who hated him yesterday, they still hate him today.
Mm-hmm.
And now Devin is not Top Rank Toby. None of that stuff. You want to know why? Because his daddy, because his daddy made a pact with the Alphabet Boys, and he is now part of their team.
Okay.
And he said, and he said that. He said, that's who I'm with. I'm with the Alphabet Boys. He said this on video. I got the video where he said it. You know what I mean? So because of that, now we got to protect Dev. We got to go fight for Dev. But isn't Dev signed to the white man? Isn't Dev signed to the slave master, right. Bob Arum? What happened? Bob Arum made the slave master no more? What happened?
Yeah, Devin on the plantation. What y'all talking about?
He ain't on the plantation no more? Oh, isn't that the same plantation? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but who am I? Hey, shout out to Dirty Rev, Mississippi. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show, man. Yeah, man. Bro, you can't make this up. Shout out to my dog Casino Light Prayers. He say in Russia attack Ukraine too. Yeah. Hey, Russia attack Ukraine. So, hey, bro, I'm just, you get what I'm saying, dog. Like, bro, like this is, you can't make this up. I'm like, bro, the way this man became undisputed, it was a sheer act. You Muslim, you know what I mean? Say all praise due to Allah. You know what I mean? Allah will. If it's God's will, it'll happen, bro. Like, I've never seen nothing like this. I never seen nothing like this. I mean, just the way it happened. He's getting attacked by 4 different fan bases online. networks attacking him, ESPN and PBC attacking him. This dude had T.O. fans, Loma fans, Ryan Garcia fans, Tank fans all attacking him, while ESPN is attacking him and PBC is attacking him. This dude had all of that. And then as soon as he signed the Top Rank, ESPN loves him now. Top Rank loves him. Tank, Ryan, Loma, and T.O. fans still attack him, but they don't attack him as much as they used to. You get what I'm saying? And guess what? The Alphabet Boys, you know, they Team Dev. And he beats, no one saw Teofimo Lopez beating Lomachenko. But it happened. But no one saw George Kambosos beating Teofimo Lopez. Ain't nobody see that. As a matter of fact, when George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, I think Devin Haney was still with DAZN. DAZN, Eddie Hearn, whatever, he had one more fight over there, they let him go. He immediately signs the Top Rank. Vasily Lomachenko, check this out. Well, shout out to G-Daddy. What did he say, fam? He said, real talk, coach. It's about time somebody tell us what our eyes see the truth. Vasily Lomachenko was the one that's supposed to fight George Kambosos. Devin Haney literally is not supposed to be in this position. Vasily Lomachenko was the one that was supposed to fight George Kambosos. George Kambosos was trying to sign the fight with Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko made a decision not to leave Ukraine. Now I'm going to stay in Ukraine because I want to stay and fight. It wasn't like he was fighting on the front lines. I hope you guys don't think he was on the front lines, you know, with a rifle in his hand shooting at some Russians. He wasn't on the front line doing none of that. You get what I'm saying? I know it sounds good for the narrative, but you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, George Kambosos literally was pushing to fight Lomachenko. He had the layup with Bob Arum. Had the layup. All right, Loma, this is your shot. This is my dream, Loma. You are the greatest fighter I ever seen. My old pair of eyes have ever seen. Oh my God, Loma, you're the white Jesus we've been looking for. This is it. We got a duck over there in Australia by the name of George Kambosos. You're gonna beat the brakes off of him. You're gonna become undisputed, kid, and it's gonna validate everything I've said about you. Lomachenko decided, nah, you know what, Bob? I'm gonna stay over here in Ukraine. Alexander Usyk said, I'm gonna leave Ukraine to fight Anthony Joshua. One Ukrainian left Ukraine to go fight Anthony Joshua to get the bag. The other Ukrainian decided to stay. And it was only because Lomachenko decided to stay in Ukraine, Devin Haney was the backup. Bro, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Look how that worked out. Even though Devin Haney signed with Top Rank, there was no guarantee. He still wasn't going to become undisputed. Lomachenko was the one who, all of a sudden, the Russians invaded Ukraine. And Lomachenko decided to stay. True. Devin Haney was the backup plan. Hold on, we got the lights up? Your phone lines open, man. Let's open up the phone lines again. 530-494-9636. Devin Haney was the backup plan. And then he beat George Kambosos. They said, we're going to give him a contract. We're going to give him a contract so terrible that he'll be a fool to take it. Guess what? He took it. We're going to pay you way less money than you was making on the zone. Even if you win, you the B-side. Even if you win and you got to go back to Australia, you still going to be the B-side if you win. He said, okay, I take it. Rematch clause in Australia. In front of, okay, I'll take it. Ain't that some shit? Shout out to G Funky. He said the Alphabet Boy said Loma was overrated after Lopez beat him. Now they're singing a different tune because Haney is going to fight him. You can't make this up. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is what I noticed, what I'm seeing on social media. Like, these dudes flip-flop depending on who the promotional company is and who the fighter is. These hoes ain't loyal. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's D-Block.
D-Block, talk to me.
This is what I'm talking about, coach. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I say Devin Haney took the challenge. He did what other greats did. They took the challenge. Okay, they went. He did everything what he had to do. He didn't get paid nothing. He got paid something, but he didn't get paid the respect of the actual contract where he was supposed to get paid good money. But he took a risk. His dad took a risk, but they believed in each other. That's the difference between him and other fighters. That there's a belief in you, and that's why I love Devin Haney. I respect Devin Haney. Devin Haney for me is the undisputed, as we know. Fact. He is in Ring magazines. He is in ESPN. He is in BoxRec. Everywhere you look at, he is the number one 135-pounder in the whole wide world. Did y'all hear that? The whole wide world. Not Tank Davis. Well, he's what is he, coach? The Mickey Mouse holder in 135.
Yeah,
Isn't that the regular? Is that the Reggie belt?
He got the Reggie belt.
That's the Reggie belt. Okay, but then they say the belts don't matter. But guess what? It mattered for Haney. He took the challenge. He wanted to be great, and he is great. And that's why I respect him a lot, coach. What you say with that?
I mean, you know, if you like Lomachenko, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a subjective opinion. And if you love Devin Haney, there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that neither. I mean, the only way that I would know that he's the best 135-pounder in the world, you know, he has the belts right now. But you know, the way it works with me is you gotta have to fight the other top guys, and then if you, depending on how many top guys you fight, if you beat those guys, then we can come to that conclusion. But and that's the problem with 135. But that's what's so great about what's coming up now. We have the Lomachenko and Tank Davis. I mean, Lomachenko and Devin Haney fighting each other. So we're going to see the winner of that is going to get a notch in their belt. You know what I mean? Because Lomachenko is. You're gonna give him full credit, right, coach? Yeah, I'm gonna give him full credit. Why not? Why not give him full credit? Lomachenko is better than Ali according to Bob Arum, and Lomachenko is and me. He can turn water, he can turn water into wine just by sticking his finger in the glass. So you know, if Devin Haney beat him, he beat White Jesus, as far as I'm concerned. That's how I look at it. He beat White Jesus. He beat the Jesus that my auntie used to have on the wall. When I was in the church, my auntie had a White Jesus on the wall, with the blonde hair, blue eyes, and long hair. Yeah. Listen, so far as I'm concerned, from what I'm hearing, he better than Ali, and he better than Ali, and he can walk on water, and he can turn water into wine just by sticking his finger in the glass. So if Devin Haney beat him, he gonna get all the props because he beat White Jesus. For I'm
damn right.
Hey, but shout out to go ahead, D-Block, go ahead.
See, this is where I got it up with you, Coach, where we see differences here. Mm-hmm. When you say that Devin Haney hasn't beat nobody or to a certain point, but I look at it like this, Coach.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what his critics are saying.
People.
Yeah, critics are saying that.
Yeah. But Coach, he beat the man, which is Cambosos, that beat the man, which is Teofimo, that beat the man, which is Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. So now he's gonna go in there, and I still consider Lomachenko a great threat. But if he beats the man in the beginning, then that just tells you that you got to give Devin Haney all the credit. You can't just say, "Oh, Tank Davis, he's the best." He got to fight Tank Davis because that'll prove that he's the best. No. It's Tank Davis that has to fight Devin Haney to prove that he's the best. Because Devin Haney has beat the man that beat the man that beat the man, and now he's going to be the man or fight the man from the beginning of the whole thing. That's all I got to say with that. D-Block, D-Town, D-T, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
Shout out to D-Block. But y'all get what I'm saying though, bro? Just how he became undisputed is just a mere like streak of luck. Just how it felt. It like literally, it just fell in his lap. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ali Maddox. Dropping that quarter over, bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I'm a Loma fan and I like Dev. He said, but I'm an exception. He said, I like Tank, but until PBC moved Tank from the witness protection program, he don't deserve elite status. Hey, but you know what though? Let Tank fighting Ryan Garcia now. Tank is fighting Ryan Garcia, and I do think that some people do look at Ryan as like, well, he's supposed to be like one of the quote unquote four kings. Remember the four kings, the quote unquote four kings.
From the bar There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah. Hey, T-Culture, what to say, fam? You say Dare beat Cam, but nobody was calling Cam the best. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, to this day, I feel like that Cam Bosos, I think that win over Teofimo Lopez was a fluke.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I honestly believe that, bro. There ain't nothing in my mind told me that Teofimo Lopez was going to lose to doggone George Camboso. Nothing.
You know why you can? Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
I'm dead serious, bro. And then they say Teofimo was sick. He couldn't breathe or something. Like he had a hole in his lungs or something of that sort. And Teofimo still dropped George Camboso. I think he dropped him in the 10th round. He dropped him in the 10th round or something like that. But you get what I'm saying, T-Culture, bro. Just how it all materialized, dog. Like how he became undisputed it's just something that's just, you get what I'm saying? Bruh, how he became undisputed, that's how it went down. And I like, you can't get mad at him. That's not like what I didn't understand for people who hate Devin Haney. And I'm not a part of the Devin Haney defense team. The LDBC, that's their job, right? I'm not that's their job. That's what they do. I'm not a part of the Devin Haney defense team. But what I never understood was how could Lomachenko, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez fans get upset with Devin Haney because he became the undisputed lightweight champion of the world? How can you get upset with him? Well, that's how he won it. It literally wasn't his fault. And again, I'm not a part of the Devin Haney defense team. I don't have a relationship with Bill Haney and the Alphabet Boys like that. Just being honest with you, I don't. I spoke to the brother, interviewed him. He's a nice brother, but I don't have that relationship with them like that. So I have no reason to cap for them. I don't have any skin in the game. Not getting paid from none of them. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I don't give a fuck anyway. I cuss a nigga out in a heartbeat. Don't make me no never mind. I'm team fuck the other side all day. Ain't nothing changed with that. But how he became undisputed, bro. Like now that I'm sitting back thinking about it, dog, bro, I'm trying to think. I gotta go back just how it all went down, bro. You get what I'm saying? It was as though it was fate. It was as though it was fate. It was meant for him. Shout out to Shad. He say unbiased facts, dropping the facts. Hey, shout out to Shad. Salute, fam. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Shad, it was like the more they tried to defecate on him and scandalize his name and talk bad about him and try to keep away with the belts, that same guy who they tore down, defecated on, and diss, he the one that ended up with all the belts. True. Bruh, just imagine. Shout out to Vigilante. He say those 4 belts getting passed around like hot potatoes. Well, I say yes and no. The reason I say yes and no is because the WBC belt wasn't getting passed around. The WBC belt wasn't getting passed around. Now the French fries belt was getting passed around. And those other 3 belts, probably, you could say that, but yeah, the WBC belt wasn't getting passed around. Devin got it, and he literally had that bitch for like 4 years until he became undisputed or something of that sort. You get what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, Vigilante. Shout out to Derek Choice. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Yes, sir. That is the definition of luck. He say so Haney still had to work hard to be in a position to receive the opportunity to fight for undisputed. That is true. But I want to go a little farther than that. It's not the fact that he fought and he had to put himself, of course he had to work hard. It's not that. It was just that dog, like it was things that happened that he had no control of. Perfect example. Russia went to war with Ukraine. He had no control of that. Another example. He signed the top rank So he had a choice in leaving, but he wasn't guaranteed to fight for Undisputed because that was supposed to be Lomachenko fighting George Kambosos. But Loma still wouldn't have been Undisputed because Devin Haney had the WBC belt. You get what I'm saying? So Loma decides to stay in Ukraine while Usyk decided to leave. You get, so it just some crazy stuff. You get what I'm saying, Derek? It's just some crazy stuff, dog. Like, it's crazy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, it's just crazy, fam. It's just crazy. You get what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Like, I'm sitting back thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, bro, like just the way it all unfolded. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I mean, there's no dispute about who the Undisputed Champion is. He has y'all said it was the email champ, so he does have the email belt. He has the French fries belt as well. So he has the French fries belt. He has the email belt. He has, now y'all said email belt, right? And as a matter of fact, let's talk about email. Because there's a lot of these dudes got email champions. Jamal Charlo's the email champion. Janet Beck is the email champion. What other fighter didn't fight for a belt and automatically became champion? So a lot of these guys are email champs according to you guys' definition. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Mayo from the shop. What's going on, Coach?
Mayo from the shop. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just had a question for you and for anybody listening in the chat. Maybe they could call in or respond. Do unifications trump mandatories?
Yeah. That's the unwritten rule. That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
That's the unwritten rule. So why when Lomachenko fought Teofimo Lopez, unification, people saying he ducked Devin Haney?
That's a good question. The Devin Haney fans are saying that Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney because Devin Haney was the WBC champ, super belt. And they created. See, what happened was Devin Haney was the WBC intern champion, and then Mauricio Sulaiman. Yeah, Mauricio Sulaiman created a belt out of nowhere. A belt out of nowhere. Said he was a super. Said it was a special destination belt. See, all this started with Mauricio Sulaiman. That's where it started at. And then what they did was, Lomachenko got stripped of the belt, or he dropped it, and they gave him another belt, they elevated, and said that was a more supreme belt. And then, according to the rules of the intern? It's according to the rules of the intern champion. The intern champion is automatically elevated to full champion status if the champion who is supposed to fight him don't refuse to fight him or can't fight him. Then that belt would be taken. Like, I literally have the rule. I literally have the rule. I can pull it up. I have the bookmark, and he got elevated, and that's why people said he was the email champ. But then people who support Devin Haney, they said he ducked Dev when Lomachenko was trying to fight, Teofimo.
I remember around that time when all this stuff happened. You remember the whole glove gate with Deontay Wilder thing? How that was like a narrative that started behind and it permeated actual media.
Yeah.
For me, when I saw it, it was the same thing with this whole Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko thing. Bill Haney went around. I mean, at the time, Devin Haney didn't have no belts. People wasn't trying to fight him. I mean, he's seen Devin Haney as his son. He's doing everything in Devin Haney's best interest to promote his son and to get him out there. You know what I mean? And he came up, and it was catchy. It was a catchy campaign. It ain't undisputed unless there's a dispute. They're over here ducking me, and to me, it just seemed like, I knew Lomachenko had 3 of those belts. He fought, he earned them. Teofimo Lopez had 1 of those belts. I know we don't agree on this, but I go by the ESPN Undisputed thing. And it's for that reason, like, the whole ducking thing was just like crazy. It's like, we as hardcore boxing fans understand unification, fighting other champions. It's hard to call somebody a ducking a mandatory when you find another champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only problem with that, and this is why. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Shout out to Mayo from the shot. No, what I'm saying, the only problem with that is, once they took the belt that Lomachenko fought for to become a champion, once they stripped him of that belt and elevated him and gave him another belt, that's what diminished it right there. You know what I mean? Like literally the belt that the belt that he fought for to become a WBC champion, they took that belt from him and gave him another belt.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the WBA before, I think Bernard Hopkins was the first person with a WBA super that became undisputed in the 4-belt era. Before that, the regular WBA was the belt.
Right.
So why is it such like? I understand the hatred. We don't want more belts in it.
No. I'm finna. This is gonna be very easy. Check this out. If that was the case with the French fries belt, then how come we don't have French fries belts in every weight division like we have super belts in every weight division?
I think in time we'll see how this all plays out. Right now, I don't even think the franchise is even a thing. But like in time we'll see how this shit all works out. When that first came out, they said like the WBC champion couldn't fight for it, but Devin Haney fought George Kambosos. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't, you couldn't transfer it, but it went from Lomachenko to Tio. You know, like they was just throwing something out there trying to figure it out as it was going along with something new. But in time we'll see how it all play out.
All right. Hey, but shout out to Mayo from the shot. Salute, fam. Yeah, so that's what that was. That was Devin Haney fans saying that Lomachenko ducked. And so that's when you got this. Now, let me address Keena. Shout out to Alan Maddow for the $2 super chat. He said, you talking chin up, head on the line, blind swinging Ryan. All right, and now let me address Keena. Keena said, and I'm gonna show y'all I know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Alan Maddow for the $2 super chat. Keena said, nah, it started with Dev bitching about a title shot. Let's stop right there. I'm glad you said that. Remember I told you guys that fighters like James Lights Out Tony, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and all of those guys will get laughed at today and picked on and laughed at today and said it was clout chasing today. I'm talking about what Keena just said right there. I'm finna break it down. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is G Funky Boxing, Sacramento, California.
G Funky from Sacktown. Talk to me.
Thanks for taking my call, Coach. Had a crazy morning. Finally got a chance to sit down and listen to the show. So appreciate you taking my call, man. But I just want to give my 2 cents on this. Man, these narratives, boy, they are falling like dominoes, aren't they, Coach? I mean, let's take it all the way back to 2019 when the whole claims of Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney started. Well, it just doesn't make sense, man. Like, the guy was ducking him when he was 22, 21, however old Haney was. Now he's 24, 25, whatever he is, and he's gotten better, but now he wants to fight him? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, wouldn't he want to fight him when he's less experienced and not as good? You know, he's more green 3 years ago than he is now. Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But we know how it is.
Does he have a choice to fight him?
I think he does. Yeah, he could fight. I think Loma could definitely, but he wants the undisputed. He's always said he wanted the undisputed, and Haney's the guy with all the belts. You know, and you know how I am with it, Coach. I've made several videos about this. You know, guys that are undisputed, I put them high, you know, above every other champion. So I've given Devin his credit for it, his respect for it. There's guys that will discredit the run, like it was, like you were saying earlier, it was, you know, kind of a thing where he just kind of fell into it. Yeah, I mean, I could agree with that, you know.
Yeah, I never seen nothing like that. Like just how it, just how it all materialized, and like literally, nobody liked this guy. And literally, ESPN was anti-Devin Haney. Top Rank was anti-Devin Haney, right? PBC was like literally all of this was anti-Devin Haney. And the guy who everybody hated is the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
Yep.
With the same company and network that hated him for whatever the reason may be. And now they're forced to praise him now because he's with them. So that's what I'm saying. That's how it all unfolded. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was, man. And you know, again with the whole narrative, man, how they completely discredited Lopez's win over Lomachenko in 2020, saying, well, we knew he was going to beat him because Loma was overrated and he was never that good to begin with. But now it's like, you got to give Devin his credit. He beat Lomachenko. Like, not only that, but these are the same guys that said that he lost to Jermaine Ortiz last night.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they did all this stuff doesn't make sense, man. These guys change with the weather.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They all over the place. Like 1 minute they say this, and then the next, like the boxing fans are so fickle. 1 minute they say this, and the next minute they say that. 1 minute if you sign the top rank and your name Terrence Crawford, your top rank Toby, you're on the plantation, you with Slave Master Bob. But as soon as Devin Haney signed over there, you ain't top rank Toby, you're not on the plantation, and Bob Bam ain't the Slave Master no more. It's like literally it changed just like that from those guys. Literally.
Yeah.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
What about this one? Here's another one. I mean, I could go on and on with these things these guys said, but when he fought Yorderis Gamboa in 2020, and guys were saying, "Hey, look, Gamboa was old. He's shot. He's the guy who's been on the ground 20 times in his career. He spends more time on the canvas than the advertisement coach." And Haney couldn't put him down. But what did these guys say? Oh, he fought a multi-time gold medalist and an accomplished amateur. But they still discredit Lomachenko, who's a better, more accomplished amateur.
Not only that. No, I know. I give you one better than that. When Crawford beat Gamboa, they discredited that. When Crawford beat him when he was in his prime. Crawford beat him when he was in his prime. But when Devin Haney beat Gamboa, they said Gamboa was the greatest thing since Moses, part of the Red Sea.
Oh man, they were talking like it was Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel, the performance that he put on that night.
Hey man, I'm just it's the same group. They talk out of both sides of their neck. Hey, shout out to G Funky, man, from Sacktown. Salute, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to G Funky. Now let me address this, Keenan. Keenan say, it started with Devin started bitching about a title shot. That's interesting. See, Keenan, I see this is what I believe, my brother. This is what I believe. See, you would have had a problem with Clubber Lang.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
See, you would have had a problem with this.
I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro hand.
That guy would have been considered, he bitching about a title shot. When you are the top guy and you're next in line to fight for the title, you're supposed to want to fight for the title. That's, you get what I'm saying? I mean, that's pretty much how this works. You get what I'm saying, Keno? That's how this works. When you're the top guy, you want to see a fighter want to smoke when he the top guy. That ain't bitching. He earned his right to fight for the title. But I get it. I mean, I get. Trust me, I get it. Shout out to Ali Maddox. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dubbing your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, shout out to Bless. She had me in stitches yesterday. She was fire. I was laughing. He was laughing behind off. She said she jumped the table. Defending the devil like a gladiator. Hey, man, that dog go Bless. Shout out to Bless.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like if you're a #1 contender, you're supposed to want for the title. You're supposed to want to fight for the title. Period. That's all I'm saying. I know you hate Dev, and that's fine. You've been on record saying that you hate Devin Haney. That's fine. So I take what you say with a grain of salt. You get what I'm saying? But again, I don't have a dog in the race. I'm not team Devin Haney. I'm not team Lomachenko. I don't give a damn about none of your fighters. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care now about Ryan Garcia. I don't care now about Tank Davis. I don't care now about Devin Haney. I don't care now about Teofimo Lopez. And I used to like Teofimo. Teofimo was my favorite fighter at 135, to be honest with you. But what I'm telling you is I don't have this emotional attachment to these guys like y'all do because my criteria is different. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't have the same criteria I have. Y'all don't even have a boxing criteria, so I can't even really have a discussion with anyone who don't have a boxing criteria. I have a boxing criteria. We at least got to agree on that. You get what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, my brother. I get what you're saying, my brother. Please trust me, I do. Shout out to Rockman. Hey, dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, "Do you think Loma thought T.O. was an easier fight than Devin?" Nah, I think Lomachenko didn't have a rematch clause, so Loma thought he was going to beat Teofimo Lopez. And Lomachenko wanted the belts that Teofimo had. I think Teo had a belt or two, something of that sort. So, and the way they sold it to Lomachenko, they said, listen, you ain't got to worry about fighting Devin Haney. We're going to give you a new belt. We're going to take this belt from you. We're going to take this belt, give it to Dev. And with this special designation belt, the French fries belt, if you beat Teofimo Lopez, we're going to say you the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. You're going to be undisputed. So that's what they told him. But they lied to him, right? Well, they told him basically, well, really, you'll be ESPN undisputed. Put it that way. But that's what they told him. That's how they sold it to him. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think that he thought that T.O. was easier than Devin. Devin didn't have a belt at the time. So to be honest with you, Lomachenko wanted to fight a guy who had belts versus a kid who did not have a belt. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think Lomachenko was ducking Devin Haney myself. You get what I'm saying? And again, I don't have a dog in the race, Rockman. Remember, I'm not team Lomachenko. I don't care nothing about Lomachenko or his fan base. I'm not team Tank Davis. I'm not crazy about them or their fan base. I'm not team Devin Haney. Not crazy about them or their fan base. I'm not team none of these guys. Because all of these guys have some delusional type fans in some of them. Not all of them. Some of them you talk to are very, very easy to talk to. Other ones, they just radical fanaticals, and I just can't deal with them. You get what I'm saying? Because when I hear Devin Haney fan, I hear Lomachenko fan. When I hear Lomachenko fan, I hear Tank Davis. All of them say the same stuff. If you listen to them long enough, all of them say the same thing. All of them feel that fighter is the greatest fighter on the planet. All of them feel that fighter, like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like when you listen to them long enough, it's like it's the same stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't have an attachment to him like that. But in defense of Lomachenko, I wouldn't say Lomachenko was thought that Teofimo was easier than Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't have a belt. And Lomachenko probably was saying, again, I don't know Lomachenko, but this is just my assumption. And Lomachenko probably saying, I'm gonna fight this guy. So I'm out. So, because remember, the French fries belt, once you get that belt, it's a special designation belt. That means you don't have to fight mandatories. The French fries belt, I think it's the only belt that I know of in the history of boxing. Where you don't have to fight mandatories. So they created a belt for him, same thing they did for Canelo, to where you don't have to fight mandatories. And that allowed him to not have to fight Devin Haney, you know what I mean? And go straight into fighting Teofimo Lopez. That's the way I understood it. That's the way I understood it. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think he thought Teo was easier than that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's the way I see it, fam. That's the way I see it. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Elton Jackson. What you say? You say Dale was a mandatory? What I do know, Elton, is, and I don't want to read because I don't have shows on this already. Elton, I don't body this subject matter like four or 5 times, and I have all the receipts. I have all the receipts of exactly what happened. I just don't want to go through all this and relitigate this again because I don't won this battle too many times because I used the receipts that were said from Mauricio Suleiman. So yeah, I don't want to go through that. You get what I'm saying? But that's what happened. That's what happened. Larry Lopez, he say facts. T.O. nowhere on any undisputed list. Well, that's not true, Larry. He's on the ESPN undisputed. ESPN have their own undisputed list, right? Separate from boxing. ESPN have their own personal undisputed list. So he's on that list. He's on that list. You get what I'm saying? So Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Casino Like Chris.
Casino, talk to me, fam.
Hey man, you just broke it all the way down to a science, man. Like, but I ain't like my favorite boxers ain't even in this weight class, but it's like I like everything you just said is exactly why. That's not the reason I don't like Devin Haney for real. I think it's his dad too for real. Like, cause I seen like yesterday his dad had said shit like on live. I seen some shit on YouTube where he was like on live. He was talking so crazy. Like every time I look up, they talking crazy, but it don't be that. It's not really them. It's just really his dad for real.
His dad, yeah.
Like, but I mean, Devin Haney do say some crazy shit sometimes. Like when he was talking about how Tank need to get his chain back and all that kind of shit. But that type of shit, he needs to stop doing that type. Like it's like, but everything you said plus that shit too, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? And I don't got a dog in the race either, bro. I don't want folks to have it confused when I be saying what I'm saying. It's not like I love another fighter. Like it's just like shit. I'm just calling it how I feel, bro.
Yeah. No, and that's what I was saying. Like I get it. Like, bro, like the way he became undisputed was, I was like I'm showing. What I'm showing is the improbability of Devin Haney being the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Like literally, it was. Oh, bro, like, it was like how he was able to.
It was a fluke.
All of,
but I mean, I ain't gonna call it a fluke though. I don't want to disrespect. So I respect that he understood. He is the number one lightweight in the world. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man,
well, I can't say he's the number one lightweight in the world. He's the undisputed lightweight. He's the number one
on the rankings.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like as far as the ranking. I'm talking about like. I mean, he the champion. I mean, you know,
he's the champion.
That's what I mean. I know I don't believe he's the best.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into all that because that's gonna open up a whole nother.
Whole nother. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh man.
I can't do it, dog. And listen, this is the crazy part about it. I like Tank. I like Ryan Garcia. I like Devin Haney. But it's I don't have experiences with all three groups, even Teofimo fans. I don't have experiences since I've been on here, Casino Like Prayers, with these different fan bases. Yeah. Not all of them. You have some that's really, really cool. I'm not talking about the cool ones. I'm talking about the ones who, boy, it'll be World War 20 if you don't agree with everything they say about their fighter. Go ahead.
Yeah. One more thing too, bro. It's like the shit that Devin Haney and them keep saying about Ryan Garcia, like making. Like they keep talking about Tank fight, bro. Like, bro, Bill was on live the other day talking about Tank for so long, bro. Like your son got to fight, bro. Like your son got to fight, bro. Talk about your son. It was like, bro, this shit is crazy. But it's like they talk so much shit about Ryan saying that they fighting an exhibition. But Ryan beat Devin in the amateurs. Like they tied up. It's like supposed to be like 3-3 in the amateurs, bro. So he can't be that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they should just focus on their fight, bro. And I think I like them more, bro. Like they should just focus on their fight because they fight is a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I would really like to hear them talk about their shit. Or don't say shit. Like just training or something.
Listen,
like,
Devin Haney and Tank Davis have a hell of a backstory. And it's going to go all the way back to sparring. It's going to go all the way back to what Agent Broner said. Yeah, man. Agent Broner gave two stories. Well, he said that Tank had to knock Devin Haney out on his feet. But then he said that, and I jumped in the ring because I didn't want him to hurt him, but they had money betting on the line. And then he said once everything settled in, they started back sparring. He said Devin Haney ended up getting the best of Tank because Tank had just got through drinking and we just got off the plane and all that stuff there. So there's been beef with that. And then you saw Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice with Ness, and then Ness was able to get I think that's one of his highest viewed videos, probably one of his highest viewed shows. He was able to get Calvin Ford to call in, and then Bill Haney went and Calvin went to disrespecting each other. Because I don't know who started it, but they went to disrespecting each other, and Calvin Ford just got off the show. You get what I'm saying? So this beef is so strong with the Haney fans and the Tank fans that I'm very intrigued. I want to see this fight. That fight gonna do massive, and then they're gonna go back to Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather used to train Floyd Senior used to train Devin Haney, and he said that Devin Haney is the best fighter that he's ever trained. And then Floyd Mayweather Jr. gave Tank the cosign. Agent Broner discovered Tank, and he the one brought Tank to Floyd and all of that stuff there. So all that intrigues me. I want to see that fight so bad, dog. You have no idea how bad I want to see that fight.
I want to see it too. I want to see the fight too. But I'm gonna say this. Here's the last thing I'm gonna say. But they better focus on their damn fight, bro. Yeah. I mean, all that fine and dandy, y'all really beefing with Tank, but that's not who y'all fighting. Like, y'all need to focus on y'all fight. Like, y'all better not get caught slipping, bro. That's Lomachenko. Like, I don't believe he's like, I don't think he in his prime. But bro, like, he younger than a lot of niggas who niggas don't call old. Like, niggas don't even call Better Beeve old. Like, I hear people mention it sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, niggas don't really, you know what I'm saying? Better Beeve like almost 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think that's a good fight, bro. I just would like to see them focus on their fight so that I can like feel like they focus on their fight. But that's it, man.
All right, man. Hey, shout out to Casino Life fans. So shout out to my brother Casino ATL stand up. But y'all get what I'm saying? Bro, let me tell you something. I don't care if it's a belt on the line, because Tank don't care nothing about belts. That's why I don't understand why he keeping the Reggie belt. Why hold the Reggie belt? The Reggie belt don't serve a purpose to you when you don't care nothing about belts in the first place, and you're not going to challenge the super champion in order to fight for the real belt. So why even keep it? But I say all that to say this. That's the fight I want to see. Tank and Devin Haney. Just because of that story right there. Because of that storyline. That storyline right there. I like storylines. Fights that have history. Like if Crawford and Spence fight each other, and I'm hearing that fight is supposed to go down. Not gonna lie, I have heard that. That fight is supposed to go down. There won't be no announcement June 17th, but I'm hearing that fight is supposed to go down. It's going down. So, but I still say I believe it when I physically see them on stage at the press conference. I ain't gonna believe till I see a press conference. You know what I mean? But I'm hearing that fight is pretty much done. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't want to talk about Spence Crawford. That's a whole nother can of worms right there. But they have a backstory. Spence Crawford have a backstory. Go all the way back to 2018, 17, 18. Haney and Tank have a backstory. Hell, even Ryan Garcia and Haney have a backstory. Do you guys get what I'm saying? It's the storyline. The storyline from Devin Haney to Tank Davis is a hell of a storyline. Hey, Marquis, what did he say? He say Devin is the champion and recognized as such, but it's like it's not enough. He said the fans want others to embrace Devin as the people's champ too. Hey, Marquis, but see, this what I was saying, fam. Marquis, this what I was saying, fam. And this is why it's very important. I want you to understand what I broke down. I said that you have Teofimo Lopez fans that hate Devin Haney. You have Lomachenko fans that hate Devin Haney. You have Ryan Garcia fans that hate Devin Haney. And you have Tank Davis fans that hate Devin Haney. So when you combine all of these four fan bases together, don't nobody like this guy. You know what I mean? And then you had ESPN and PBC, and YouTube channels like defecating on them as well. So that's why, you get what I'm saying? So that's where the lack of respect is coming from those guys. You get what I'm saying? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Jerry.
All right, Jerry from B-More, talk to me.
We're gonna find out what Devin Haney's made of after this Loma fight, providing he wins it as expected, or whatever. If he wins the fight against Loma, then we're going to find out what he's really made of. Because he spent a lot of time talking about people ducking him. This Loma fight coming off right now is evidence. Loma never ducked him. Loma fought a unification fight instead of fighting a beltless mandatory.
Yeah, we broke that down. Yeah, we broke that down. Yeah.
Right. So they're fixing the fight. If Devin Haney beats him, there's a raft of talent around 135 and more poignantly 140, where Devin belongs, for him to fight. real challenges, and Shakur Stevenson is one. Let's see what he does, because up to this point, he's fought former featherweights, former featherweights, and a couple really old men. Linares was 37, and Gamboa was 39. So while he talks about everybody ducking him and this and that, he hasn't fought a high level of competition. And after this fight, that's what he needs to do. He needs to fight fighters his own size. Even the guy that Lomachenko just fought. I can't remember his name now, but that guy.
Jermaine Ortiz, yeah.
Ortiz, yeah. That's a good ass fight. A month or so ago, PBC card, a couple lightweight tournament, really good young, strong, hard fighters. That's what I want to see. I want to see Haney put his money where his mouth is, fight some guys his size, and some truly high-level competitors. We can start with Lomachenko, even though I feel like Lomachenko lost to that guy in his last fight, and I do think he's on the slide a little bit, but still, if Haney beats him, especially if he dominates him, going to deserve credit for that. But then it's time to move on to some real top-flight, bona fide, young, hungry fighters, and then we're going to see what he's made of.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Jared from B-More. Salute, fam. Yeah, so I mean that's where it's coming from. You get what I'm saying? It's amazing. Now the LDBC is Team Devin Haney. So, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Stunner calling from New York.
Stunner, what'd you say your name? Stunner calling from New York?
Yeah.
All right, Stunner calling from New York. Talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know. The caller that called just now, calling about Devin, talking about he ain't fight nobody. He called out all these fighters.
I can't hear you, fam. You said
I'm saying he called out all these guys. They didn't fight him for different reasons. He don't sell tickets. He can't do this. He can't do that. That statement is inaccurate.
There's something that I did an interview with Buddy McGirt, and you know what Buddy McGirt told me, Stunner? He said that I asked him about the Demetrius Andrade and the Janabek, right? Because Janabek is the WBO email champ, according to what these guys say. Because Janabek did not fight anybody for the belt. And he got, it was sent to him via email because Demetrius Andrade dropped the belt and he moved up to 168. So I asked him, I say, what say you about people who are saying that Janabek is an email champion now, according to what these fans say, if you don't fight for a belt and it was emailed to you, you're an email champion. So now that Janabek is the newly crowned WBO email champ, what do you say about that? It relate to him not being able to get the top guys in the ring like a Jamal Charlo or Jaime Munguia or Demetrius Andrade. Buddy McGirt told me, Hall of Fame, he's a Hall of Fame fighter, retired, and he's a trainer, world-class trainer. He said that the problem with boxing today, a lot of these fighters have become businessmen. They're making business decisions more so than fighting. And he said it's not that they are afraid of another fighter. This is what Buddy McGirt told me. He said, but these fighters are making business decisions. Like they're looking at it from a business standpoint. This doesn't make sense financially for me to fight this guy. So I'm going to just go ahead and duck him, avoid him, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Coach, not fight him, and that's what he said.
Yeah, but coach, it's unfair to say Dev didn't fight these guys when he was asking for these fights and they make business decisions not to fight him. Concerning the email thing, I've been watching boxing long. You too been watching boxing long, Coach. Yes, sir. I never heard nobody call Lennox Lewis an email champion.
Never.
And the first belt he got when Riddick Bowe ducked him, when he was his mandatory.
Yeah, he got.
What people don't understand is
he got his belt.
Go ahead. What people don't understand is when you are mandatory to a champion and you petition to fight that champion and he don't fight you for whatever reason, he gets stripped. The problem is with Lomachenko, they put it overnight and say he was elevated to the franchise belt. He was really stripped because he didn't fight. He didn't fight his mandatory. He waited over a year to fight Teofimo. Right? He won a vacant belt. He had to defend it in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I don't buy into that. Even to Charlo. Charlo got his belt when Canelo dropped it. He was mandatory Canelo dropped. Nobody never called Charlo an email champion.
No, they didn't.
So a lot of things they try to come at Dev with.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for Tank. I got a lot of respect for Shakur. I got a lot of respect for Ryan. You know what I mean? The only person right now I leave out that equation is Shakur, because Shakur now came to 135 and Shakur came and said, yo, Dev, I want to fight you for the belt. But all the rest of them, they'll be making business decisions like you say and don't want to fight him. Now he's actually going out the weight class and people still pushing a fight with him and Shakur after Lomachenko.
Yeah.
You know, if he moves up, I don't have a problem with it. I personally don't feel he should stay at 135 anymore. After this fight, he should move up. That's my core coach. And I want you to know, I listen to you all the time, and you be fair. You call it fair. You speak the truth. You bring the real thing, and that's why I call in today. I love it, man. Keep up the good work.
Man, shout out to Stunner. Salute, fam. Salute, fam. And see, this is the thing, right? Like, he's right. He's right. Like, I haven't heard anyone say anything about an email champ until Devin Haney got the belt. I'm just being honest. Literally, Jamal Charlo got elevated to be the WBC champion. No one said he was the email champ. Janabek, according to what you guys say in the chat, is the email champ too. Guess what? He got elevated to the championship status just like Devin Haney got elevated to championship status. Literally. But they don't say that for Janabek. They don't say that for Jamal Charlo. Hell, Lennox Lewis got his belt out of the garbage can. Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis and dropped through. Well, Riddick Bowe made a business decision and he wanted to fight Evander Holyfield again for more money. So he decided to throw his belt in the garbage can. Business decision. And Lennox Lewis became a heavyweight champion by getting his belt out of the garbage can. Does that take away from Lennox Lewis? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Martin from Jersey, Coach. What's up, Coach?
Martin from Jersey. Talk to me, Phil.
Coach, I don't know if you noticed. I'm pretty sure you noticed it because you're pretty smart too. I believe. It's so easy to figure out these fans though. Like they try to hide it, but they can't hide it too good. Like you have one guy a little while ago. He's so upset about other fighters mentioning his fighter. Like I feel like you want to defend him or something. Like you sort of say, why are you talking about Tank? Why are you talking about Tank? And then you have the other gentleman talking about now Devin Haney got to really show what he's made of if he beats Lomachenko and all this crazy stuff. Like I feel like fans, man, they're the problem too. Like these fans that they fall in love with these guys, and it's like they forget about the sport of boxing because you being a fan of one particular boxer, and it's like that's all you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be a fan of the sport. It's like one thing. Like when you going back to the ESPN situation, like you're talking about the titles. Yeah, when Teofimo had the belt, they want to call him undisputed.
Yeah.
Right? Devin Haney is supposedly the email champion, but he's not like, that's another topic. But then again, when Devin Haney wins the title, he signs a top rank. It's like you said, it's no top rank Kobe and none of that other crazy stuff. And they call him undisputed, but when they present Teofimo nowadays, ESPN calls him the former undisputed lightweight champion. Like, bro, how confusing is that?
Yeah,
and the zone which they promoted the fight, they had him as the unified. You understand what I'm saying? It's like confusing the hell out of everybody, and speaking of the email situation, there's been plenty of guys that receive belts without fighting for it. Look at Jamel Charlo, Gannon, Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, I just said all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I got for today, Coach, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark from Jersey, man. Salute, fam.
Cool.
So anyway, I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, if you notice me, I point out all of the double standards and the hypocrisies, right? And I showed you the root of all of the confusion that's going on. I talked about the networks. I said the networks is the ones that started as ESPN and PBC. And then, you know, you had the TO fans, the Loma fans, the Ryan fans, and the Tank fans. This is what this is. This is what's going on online. And this is why it seems like people are all over the place, right? Because what it is depending on who the fighter is, they have a different standard for that fighter. You get what I'm saying? And an email champ is an email champion. But certain fighters are not email champions, depending on who they is. You get what I'm saying? And when you literally, so what I do, I like to point out the double standards and the hypocrisies. And I have to always preface it by saying, listen, I'm not team any of these fighters that you guys are talking about. I literally don't have a dog in the race with it. You get what I'm saying? You guys know I'm an old school guy. Nigga, I'm stuck on Hagler. I'm stuck on Ray Rock. Sugar Ray Rock's my favorite fighter. I'm stuck on Pernell Whitaker. I'm stuck on old school Roy Jones and James Lights Out Tony. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And I understand that today's boxing fan on social media, they're different. So I can't hold what I realized, what my mistake was, I can't hold today's boxing fan to me, to my old school criteria. Because today's boxing fan, they on a different planet when it comes to boxing. You get what I'm saying? Today's boxing fan, it's about who's more popular in the hood, or my fighter got more swag than your fighter. Your fighter don't have no punching power. My fighter got a bad baby mama. She red, she high yellow and bow-legged. My fighter, you get what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with boxing criterias. It has everything to do with who popular, who got swag, who in the hood, who from the streets. All the rappers mess with him. My fighter got goals in his mouth. My fighter got punching power. It don't matter who he fighting. My fighter can fight anybody. We gonna praise him. So it's like there's no boxing standard. There's no standard. And that's why I came up with my boxing criteria, and we came up with commandments, because I got to be the one. We got to have some kind of framework from which we can work out of. You get what I'm saying? Because when you have a criteria and you have commandments, it takes the emotions out of it. Like if I'm a fanboy of Ryan Garcia, I'm gonna speak from a position of a fanboy. And my emotions are always going to be tied to my decision making when I say good things about my fighter while ignoring contradictory things that I hold other fighters, that I hold against other fighters. You get what I'm saying? So when you have a criteria and you measure all the fighters up to that criteria, and then you may put some kind of rules and structure and stuff like that, then it's like, okay, now you judging people out of that criteria. It takes the emotions out of it. And that's what I do. You get what I'm saying? So let's give everybody a round of applause. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. So I realized that I'm looked upon as a foreigner online with the social media boxing fans. Social media boxing fans can't identify with me. And I can't identify with social media boxing fans because we are on two different planets. I'm on planet Earth, you on Mars. I'm on planet Earth, you on Venus. I'm on planet Earth, hell, you on the moon. You get what I'm saying? So I realize it's just two different worlds. I'm Goku, you Krillin. You know, you get what I'm saying? I'm Vegeta, I'm Majin Buu. You get what I'm saying? I'm Majin Buu, you Piccolo. Piccolo bad boy, but you ain't Majin Buu. You get what I'm saying? You know, I'm He-Man. Hell, you ain't even Skeletor or shit. I'm He-Man, you Mechaneck. I'm Optimus Prime, you Starscream. You get what I'm saying? It's like I can't. You feel me? So I know we're in two different worlds. I can't have a boxing conversation with him because, you know, you get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to talk bad about him because I understand it's just a different era right now. That's all. It's just a different era. But let's give everybody a round of applause one more time. You get what I'm saying? I'm David Ruffin. You the Temptation.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group. Nobody's bigger than the group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Hey, man, shout out to Deontay Wilder, man. Don't forget.
Don't ever forget. When I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to big time boxing. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Hey, you know what? We can't leave without saying what's up to our Lord and Savior, Al Heyman. You feel me?
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
but a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
And this is why I tell you guys, fighters like James Lights Out Tony will be frowned upon with today's social media boxing fans. They would say, oh man, he clout chasing, trying to get a shot at the title. Oh man, like James Lights Out Tony cleaned out the top 10. Like literally, I'm gonna fight everybody to make sure I get to the #1 spot so I can fight the champ. Today's boxing fan, oh man, you know, you're James Tony, he ain't fought nobody. You do know he fought everybody in the top 10. Yeah, but that dude wasn't nobody. He got to fight this dude that's ranked number 19. Yeah, he beat the guy that was ranked number 19 as well. Oh, why he trying to fight my fighter? He clout chasing. Like literally, like James Lights Out Tony would not, the boxing fans today would not like James Lights Out Tony. The social media boxing fans. And they sure enough wouldn't like Marvin Hagler. But he definitely wouldn't like James Lights Out Tony. You get what I'm saying? They won't like Pernell Whitaker. They wouldn't like, they probably wouldn't even like Julio Cesar Chavez right now. It's just a different era right now. You get what I'm saying? So I get it. The fighters who want to smoke, who really, really want to fight, you know what I mean? They, you know, it is what it is. I get it. Trust me, fam, I get it. See, I know these guys, I know Tank fans hate this guy.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. Mm-hmm. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Mm-hmm. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I ain't got
that's
nothing to do.
that was real shit. That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like,
how many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said.
But you get what I'm saying? Like I'm a Gilly the Kid type boxing fan. Because me and Gilly's around the same age. I'm a Gilly the Kid type boxing fan. You get so we on two different planets. I'm a Gilly the Kid type boxing fan. And you supposed to be the top guy? Okay, cool. Crawford, I want to see you fight Spence. Okay, Jamel Charlo, you undisputed. Okay, you got to fight this boy over here. What the dude name? Tim Tszyu. You got to fight Tim Tszyu. He the #1 guy. He the Mando. You got to fight that guy. Okay, Tyson Fury. Okay, you got 1 belt. Usyk, you got 3 belts. Okay, I want to see you fight. You got to fight that guy. And Usyk, vice versa. These fans today, no, my fighter don't have to fight him. He don't bring nothing to the table. He don't know how to sell tickets. His auntie ain't bow-legged. He don't know how to do the electric slide. Like today's boxing fan, they build barriers for why we shouldn't get top fights. The era that I came from, they built bridges for why we should get the top fights. And that's just where I'm at. So I'm always going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum, you know what I mean, when it comes to that. But, you know, we got to collect.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Man, it what it is. Once again, it's on our boy, Coach Malachi Williams. Hey, man, Riley, talk to him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck-mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Shout out to my dog Booger Ray. Booger Ray, you know, we got some good fights coming up this weekend. We're gonna be talking more about it, man. You know, a whole lot of fights coming up this weekend. So find out which fight everybody want to do a party for and stuff like that. We're gonna get it in and make it do what it do. But shout out to my dog, man, Booger Ray.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Y'all ought to know what time and TI is, man. Once again, it's songs. Our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today USA Boxing. Got to take my son to karate. You know what I mean? Y'all know my son. He's a yellow belt right now. He's a yellow belt right now. By the time the goal is 10 years from now, he gonna be a quadruple black belt. He gonna be a quadruple black belt in karate, and he gonna be my personal bodyguard. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.